of the amazing production team and the amazing...
Hello, fight fans. We are live for Karate Combat 50. What a cool event. Wow, this...
Apollo, as we take a look at our tremendous augmented reality.
I know this isn't the Sphere, but if you guys are watching this live, this is a pretty amazing stadium nonetheless. Here in Salt Lake City, you see Alex Pereira here, his sister competing tonight, and a large amount of bouts tonight. I've been talking to Wyatt earlier, and I thought there was a sleeper pick on here in the main event, but man, I guess the professionals in gambling, those guys are good. They already knew it. They already have him a slight favorite. I thought he was going to be a sleeper. What's up, Stephen Pattinson? Good to see you in here. I'm sure people will be coming in and out, so I'm going to check the sound when there's nobody listening to me. Looks like we have sound. Of course, if you were on stream yesterday, you might have heard my microphone, my blue mic. It's not very old. Died on me. One of the times I am very glad I got the warranty on it. I want to say it was only $5. It might have been 10, but it was like a 2 or 3 year warranty at Best Buy. So very, very glad I got that. And just, if you're using these microphones all the time, I don't know if it's me that I'm hard on them. I have dropped a few of them a few times, and this one's pretty heavy. But I would recommend maybe getting a warranty, if it's some kind of legit warranty that, just costs you a few bucks. I'm saying, like, if it's a $200 microphone and there's a $10 warranty and you think it's a legit, like, for like 2 or 3 years, get it, because I think there's a good chance that you're going to need to replace that microphone in less than 2 years. The wife picked me up some Do Zero, if you're wondering what that is, but because of the green screen, it's completely clear. Wonder what it'd look like if I just wore like completely green one time. Not like like temporarily dye my hair and beard green, green shirt, green background, green green jacket on the back of my chair. Could be interesting. Boss Rootin in the house tonight. Of course, he is part of Karate Combat. If you're looking to watch along, you can find this on UFC Fight Pass. If you're still one of those with UFC Fight Pass, and you can follow along with me there, or you can stay here for the play-by-play. We got some white trash karate coming up here. Brandon Jenkins. I think that might be his nickname. White trash. No, not really, but he does have a rat tail. 33 years old. He is a Taekwondo practitioner. He's got his record as 3-1. I don't know what that record is in, to be honest. Joe Giannetti, 29 years old, 4 years younger than him. This Brandon Jenkins guy kind of looks like the guy that wrote the song on oh God, who's the English guy that everybody hates? The guy that pissed off, the guy that, why can I not think of names right now? Sure, if Wyatt's in here, he'll set me straight, because he sent me the video of the guy. What's up, Rocky for the Drago special, right? What's going on? My chat just loaded, I think. Rock with the super chat, $5. Thank you, sir. Joe Giannetti, 29 years old, making his debut here. His style is freestyle karate. He'll have a 74-inch reach. He weighed in at 166 pounds. And man, that was quick on the board. That was just about a record there, IROC, for the super chat. Do 0 or round up Supreme, right? Paint your face green, just floating eyes. So that's a good idea. Green latex bodysuits, King James. Now you're getting dirty. Speak dirty to me, James. What's up, PBR Street Gang? IROC in the house. My wife's going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about in there? Which, if she still listens to any of it, I'm sure she's got to be like, what the fuck is wrong with my husband? PBR, the OG in this bit, says Wyatt. What's up, James? Hey, I don't see the drunken charge yet. I don't know if he's passed out or if he forgot. I'm going to send him a reminder. I often send Robert a reminder. All right, Brandon Jenkins, 33 years old, 2-1, 71-inch reach, came in at 165.5 pounds. I'm trying to remember. I think these are 5-minute rounds. It's been a while since I watched one of these. But if it's not, I will adjust quickly. All right. Oh. I thought they started. They're just in the pit. All right, and here we go. 3 minutes. Brandon Jenkins favored, by the way. 60-some% of people know who he is, as opposed to Joe Giannetti that nobody ever heard of. Face kick there from Giannetti. I'm joking, of course. I just don't know a lot of these guys. I know a few of them, but and there's a takedown from Jenkins and some, from Giannetti and some ground and pound, and it's all over. Joe Giannetti. Only 39% of people thought he was going to win, but he's just starched
That was the first time I've ever seen
Brandon Jenkins.
a knockout question.
Like I said, Brandon Jenkins looking a little white trash. I think maybe, oh man, there's the temple kick. And he does it from the back foot, from the southpaw position. There's the ground and pound after. Oh, he switched it up. And that's what's crazy about some of these Taekwondo and karate guys, is he brings his foot up, he feints. As he's halfway in, he feints the body kick, brings his foot back, and still has enough balance and leverage to throw the head kick afterwards. I mean, that's absolutely crazy.
For the fighter, and they down there for the safety of the fighters. Wow. Wow, what a performance.
Oh, that's not what I meant to send.
Ladies and gentlemen,
come on, Robert.
Winner by TKO, Joe Giannetti.
I hope Robert's okay. I tried to text him earlier and he didn't answer. He's almost usually like immediate.
Yeah, darn. Night out with Giannetti.
It just doesn't have the same ring to it, boss.
It's probably already in here as I'm talking now. He came in, didn't he, guys?
You know it's gonna get well.
Giannetti's only fighting once in the UFC after Tough House gig. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, switch kick. Yeah, that was freaking awesome. That was an awesome kick, but
Kick to the face. He said he was going to disrespect you.
the balance he had there, you usually don't see that much power at the end of it.
Joe, you kind of suck at sparring. When you fight, you got to go get your respect. So that's what I try to do every time I'm in here.
I mean, it was a perfect kick, and then the killer instinct. Talk me through that.
Damn.
Man, I honestly didn't think I was going to put him away. I was hoping to, but he's a
What a beautiful head kick.
I knew that'd be the only way, so I had to capitalize, and it worked out.
Yeah, now that I'm watching the replay, I don't know if it's because it's slow-mo. It doesn't look like he stopped as much as I thought he did on the first time I watched it. It's still a very impressive
I want to fight it
kick.
here. I don't know if Anthony Perez is still around, but I'd love to get that scrap.
So,
Well,
And Joe Giannetti just called out Showtime Anthony Pettis. Man, I would love to see Anthony Pettis in Karate Combat. I don't know if they can afford him. That's the thing. Does anybody know how much these guys make? Because I have no idea. I'm doing this because during the football game yesterday, I know a lot of people said, hey, why don't you do... I think James was the first one to mention. He says, hey, you ever do Karate Combat? You ever watch that? I'm like, I really like Karate Combat. I'd love to do it today. So here we are. Thank you, James. Rob made a transaction on fantasy football in the last 90 minutes. He's probably drunkenly crawling over the fridge for another 12 natty ices. Well, I had sent him a trade offer earlier today. I hope I didn't piss him off. I hope he didn't think I was trying to fuck him or something. I mean, they could send me a counter offer too. But I was trading a guy that does 21 points a week for a guy that does 11. Let's see, yeah, it says league activity made a transaction. What was it? Oh, he picked up a QB. Good, because he needed a QB. Rob also deserves a night off. If he's not here, good for him. Pettis has fought already in Karate Combat, I think, against Benson. Yeah, I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. So many fighters come and go with Karate Combat that they never really have a star to promote. They must not pay that well, because when fighters get paid well and they're treated well, they stick around. I mean, they're prize fighters. That's the name of the game here. Yo, guys, my distant cousin, Tatsuro Tiara, is fighting tomorrow. Let's go. Positive vibes appreciated. You got it, brother. Tiara, Tatsuro Tiara? Is that a joke? Or is he seriously your distant cousin? That's pretty awesome. Trying to F him in green, a latex bodysuit. No. No, sir. Yeah, I've noticed several MMA practitioners come and go through KC. Yeah, I rejected my trade offer too. To be fair, apparently one of the dudes I was going to send him got injured, and it was announced today, so fair enough. Rob is like, Wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Yeah, he's been having a lot of health problems lately, though, so if anybody, whatever you believe in, if you pray for people, send out positive vibes or, whatever, Rob could use him. He's unfortunately got the hearing aid thing going on, and there's some stuff with his legs. I really hope the guy's feeling better. But like I said, I'm sure he's okay, because like Wyatt said, he just put up a trade in fantasy football an hour and a half ago. So, first cousin Iraq, I remember you mentioning that you were related to him a while back. Yes, he is a cousin on my mom's side. I didn't know that until last time he fought. My family from California made a big deal about it. Nice. It's like fighters go through to snatch a paycheck while waiting to sign with someone. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully, being on Fight Pass can't be the worst thing for him. I mean, UFC Fight Pass probably doesn't pay him a lot, but it seems like this is one of the most promoted shows on Fight Pass. So, and they got they got some kind of crypto thing going on that I don't think this does anything for them. Maybe you guys know more about it than me, but to me, it seems very gimmicky. It seems like the crap with the PFL where they have the Cageonomics BS, and they're telling you, that this guy threw a 19-mile-an-hour right hook and a 78-mile-an-hour head kick. All right, Alibulatov versus Perez. We got some heavyweights here. Karate heavyweights. Who doesn't want to see heavyweights punch and kick each other? I know I do. Every single day, I want to see heavyweights punch and kick each other in the face. Not every other day, every day. All right, Arturo Alibulatov versus Markus Perez up next.
Alibulatov's a tough freaking fight. Yeah, this is the undercover fight right now. A lot of people don't know who Arturo is, but this guy's phenomenal. You know, he has an amazing MMA record, big kickboxing background, multiple-time world champion. So he's bringing that in here. He's known in that Eastern Europe side of the world, not so much here.
All right, so let's do a quick what have you done for me lately? I'll bring these guys' records up. Surprisingly, Sherdog did not have anything on Karate Combat, but Tapology came through. They've got us on this one. So let's go through. Let's start with Markus Perez. He's 14-6 on a 2-fight winning streak. That's his pro MMA record anyways. He's 34 years old. Last weigh-in was at 198 pounds, so I don't know if that means he's not going to be a very big heavyweight tonight, I would imagine. Career disclosed earnings, just $27,000 US. I'm not really sure how much to take from that because I know so many commissions do not disclose their purses. And I really hope he's made more than $27,000. I'm just saying, I don't know about like all the points and stuff. So don't know anything about most of the competitors. Yes. What's up? Robert in the house. There he is. Cool I Rock. I have a friend whose mom is from Japan. He goes back to visit family annually. He's 6'3", and pictures in Japan are hysterical. I met his grandma. She's 4'8". Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Markus Perez, 36 years old, record of 1-0 from Brazil. His style is Kung Fu. Oh, their weight class, their heavyweight is 205. Okay, they must have super heavyweight then. That makes sense. I was like, why did this guy weigh in at 199 pounds for his last bout, and now he's fighting a heavyweight? I'm the only one of Mike is stuck in a loop. Is it good now? We should be good now, right? Sorry about that, guys. Comcast warming up, I guess. The little squirrel they got working in the ground to keep my internet running. Haha, Wyatt, all the women on my mom's side are crazy short, too. My mom is barely over 5 feet. Luckily, my dad is German. It's all good now. Nice. Frozen 3 times for me. The Safar keeps lagging, though. I'm only seeing one disconnect on here earlier. I don't know, the Archer, 33 years old. This is his debut from Mother Russia. His karate style is kickboxing, and he weighed in at 204 pounds. He'll have a 75.5-inch reach, 6'3". All right, hopefully we don't get any more of that bullshit lagging. Let me know next time it lags, and I'll just send it to an ad. At least I don't get paid. Just kidding. I wouldn't send it to an ad during a fight. It might come back. All right, here we go. Perez with the blue stripes. Alibulatov with the red stripes. So Perez with the white and blue gloves, the white pants. Alibulatov all black and red. Is our live chat connected or just nobody saying? I'm just trying to make sure that we're all good here. It says stream healthy on my end. Oh, reset. Yeah, maybe update, hit F5 or something if it lags. It says it hasn't lagged on here in a while. It said just the one disconnect. We are good. Thank you, Robert. All right, low leg kick from Perez. 2 minutes left here in the fourth round. Perez feinting. I like the feints of Perez here. The feints with the kicks. He is also a southpaw. We just seen a left leg head kick knockout from a southpaw. Oh, I like that spinning. I like the spinning heel kick. I like the stuff Markus Perez is doing there. It reminds me of like a Tekken guy or something. The way he kind of dances. And he checks that kick from Alibulatov. There's a good left hand for Perez. Perez has Alibulatov kind of trapped over there in the corner, at least against the corner. Oh, he was close with that spinning wheel kick. Now, remember, these guys can jump off of the sides of the cage, too. We have seen it. Good low leg kick there from Alibulatov. Audio was cutting out briefly every 5 seconds. Very brief, but I miss... Oh, Jesus. Might be wide. It's clear on my end. Audio was cutting out briefly every 5 seconds. Very brief, but I miss... Oh. Well, just call in, Wyatt, and then you can hear me on the... You can hear me through Messenger. Just call in and then you can co-host. All right, 45 seconds left here in the first. I'm keeping an eye on the stream health here. It looks like everything's pretty good so far. I'm reluctant to mention anything technical because I know I'm the least knowledgeable about internet stuff. Well, thank you, James. I do appreciate people letting me know, though, if there's a lag at the beginning or something. What's up, Adam from Aline? Thanks for the feedback. Adam from Aline, the Lance Armstrong of Allen, Washington. Good low leg kick from Alibulatov at the end of the round. I don't know who won that first round, but there wasn't a lot of strikes landed. Too drunk to give an opinion on how to fix technical shit. Cleared up over here. All good. All right. Thank you. Good to know. I swear sometimes, like when I start my internet, if I haven't been doing it for a while, I don't know what Comcast is saving by not keeping your internet going or whatever, but I swear it's like sometimes they cut it or cut your speed way down. And then they're like, oh, well, we don't want you to notice. It looks like they're using the internet now, so let's give it a little kickstart. Probably doing some illegal shit. I wouldn't doubt it. Yep, Adam from Allen in the house. Stupid question. Can someone explain to me the Max Holloway diss line about churros? I don't get the joke. I haven't heard anything about that. So, oh, this is open scoring? So 2 of the judges gave it to Perez. 1 gave it to Alibulatov. Is that the real judges? Is that like virtual judges like us? What was a joke, Iraq? I'm sure Max eats a lot of churros. That boy balloons up between fights. Yes, he does. Prize pool almost 10 million karate crypto bucks, whatever the hell that's about. Like, are their purses like fan funded or something? I think I heard something about that before. I'm not joking. Obviously not the full purse. Oh, Alibulatov, he could have put Perez away with that right hand up against the wall there, and the referee's going to break him up. Something with Ilya, I suspect. Is he trying to, was he breaking into Max's refrigerator and trading his carrots out for churros. Imagine if he's in there painting them orange so Max doesn't know until he bites in. Oh, good right hand there from Archer. Speaking of Archer Beterbiev taking on Dmitry Bivol tomorrow. Oh, good spin kick to the body there from Perez. And Markus Perez now on top on the wall. And Brandon Jenkins is in the back going, did somebody say wall? Hell yeah, build the wall. That guy looks like a hardcore Trumper if I ever seen one. And big shots from Perez again up against the wall. The face-off video between Max and Ilya. Max said something about taking people's donuts, and they better be ready to get a churro on fight night. Ah, okay. Oh, what a knee from Markus Perez! He hurt Archer Alibulatov, and Alibulatov is in trouble.
Both knees. What a knee strike from Markus.
Wow. I'm impressed with Markus Perez's defense right now, too. But Archer gets in a good low leg kick right as I say that. But, his head movement's been good. His blocking's been good. And now he's digging to the body with combinations. Someone asked Dana on post-fight, DWCS, if he would be interested in a format BMF tournament. Yeah, it was Holloway, Gaethje, Hooker, and Poirier. I believe Poirier is the one that suggested it. Oh, what a jump kick off of the fence there for Perez. And that's going to end the second round. A huge round for Markus Perez. I mean, he really put a beating on Archer that round. Everyone on Insta keeps posting churro memes now. Oh, that's hilarious. He said he was down for that. Yeah, I seen that. That would be awesome. So, and I was actually going to make a video on that, but just real quickly, I know there's not a lot of people in here tonight, but so you guys know PFL has done that. They've done the semifinals where you can fight. What they do is the first time you fight that night, it's a 2-round bout, and if it's tied after 2, you go to a 3rd round. Same thing with the next fight. I believe the commission said that they approved that, even though it's possible that you could go to 6 rounds. That, or maybe the first fight is 2 rounds, and the second one could go to a tiebreaker. Touch of gloves, and here we go. And when I first figured out how to join chat, my 6-year-old grandson would post silly kids comments when I was across the room 10 to something. Ha, that's great. Dustin, that's right. Did mention it to Dana. Can't believe I forgot him. I got the joke I rock, like was saying how Max is going to lose again and how he's good at bouncing back since he's lost 7 times. And he has no doubt he'll bounce back from this loss, Max said. Yeah, Markus Perez is putting a beating on Archer Alibulatov. I think the referees...
When I say stop, stop.
Yeah, he's warning Archer for going after the break. But why was Dan Hooker involved? I didn't consider him a BMF.
I understand.
They would let Nate or Nick fight in that tournament. But Hooker's been doing it. Hooker's been active. So, honestly, I kind of feel like he deserves it more right now. Taking lots of people's donuts, bro. I hope you like churros. Reference donuts being the shape of a 0. Ah, got it. And churros being the shape of a 1, symbolizing 1 loss after they fight. Should not. Oh, head kick there from Markus Perez on the break, and there's a good spinning kick to the body from Archer. Archer really going for it in this round. And there's a right-left combo to the body from Markus Perez, and he easily throws Arturo down on the wall again. Landing a couple of shots. And
he got headbutted again. Right, I didn't see it. We'll see if our replay
is Arturo headbutting?
A close-up shot.
I think they're saying Alibulatov is headbutting.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's pushing it forward.
He's pushing his head forward.
But if you're Perez, are you giving up that top position? Because
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in the position that he's been wanting to get into the whole fight here to go.
Yeah, take a fucking point away from him.
What are your thoughts on that, boss?
Yeah, no, I would have done Arthur because he was in the perfect position
To finish the fight. That's what
Take a point from him. He's trying to headbutt him. I was thinking way too deep about it. I thought it may be a diss about churros and Spanish people. Oh, I don't think Max would do that. Oh, and big shots to the body and the head here from Markus Perez is pissed. I'll tell you that. And you could tell when he's just holding Arturo down and beating on him in full mount right now. Here come the elbows. Yeah, Arturo Alibulatov, he's going to wish he hadn't pissed Markus Perez off because of the time stoppage. There's still 1:10 left in this round, and I don't think Alibulatov's going to make it. Did he pull him off or did he stop it? Yes, he stopped it. And Markus Perez with the knockout in the third round. He says, you going to headbutt me, bro? I'm going to slam you down. I'm going to get you in full mount, and I'm going to elbow you until the referee pulls me off. Max can barely speak English, let alone Spanish. Oh, my God. I'm neeking the wheeze. Yeah, I got to love Max Holloway, but I worry about that guy, too. Got to hope that, that the CTE doesn't end up like one of these guys that can barely speak. I mean, at least he stopped sparring for the most part. He spars very little now. He's the Hawaiian Nate Diaz. Yeah, kind of. I think he's a much better fighter than Nate Diaz ever was. You guys know I'm a big Diaz fan, but also I think Nate's probably one of the most overrated fighters of all time. Don't hate me for that, guys. It's his personality and his attitude and his skill together. He's just a total package guy, but I don't put him in, I don't put him in the ranks with a Justin Gaethje, with a Max Holloway, with a Dustin Poirier. I think he loses to all those guys. I think all those guys beat him pretty easily. And yeah, I love Nate. Oh, Dean Thomas on the mic, getting some couple extra bucks.
I get like a 4 headbutt there on the corner. I don't know why this guy's coming for it.
Oh yeah, see, he's still pissed about the headbutt. I don't blame him.
Here we have the roll.
That's bullshit.
And we are in USA, so I can't get arrested. But it's okay, don't have a cops here. So, guys, I just want to say one thing.
He's like, dude, I'm about to fucking get arrested for this guy headbutting me.
I don't want to talk about names. I don't like to talk about politics. But I would just want to say one thing. Now, Venezuela and my country, Brazil, is on the bad situation because the government is fucking left. And if you guys want the USA, don't be there, stay right. It's Trump, 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 Trump. For God.
All right, everyone. Mike had both Diaz brothers as top 15 fighters in MMA history. God damn, that was crazier than heart attack potatoes being a healthy meal. Well, I took the question a little differently than you guys. Like I said, I took the question of not just like the best skilled guys, we talked about this, but also their impact on the sport. And those potatoes are much, much healthier than what you're going to get at any of the fast food restaurants here. Also much healthier probably than the Lunchables they sell to kids and the fake fruit juice they sell them. The recipe is coming for heart attack potatoes, by the way. Wyatt named it. I'm going to make the video of it. It's one of my favorite meals to make for my family. I didn't really have a name for it. I just call it potato smash. But I described it. Wyatt says it's hard to attack potatoes. So I'll put up a video showing everybody how to make it under heart attack potatoes.
Right, the 185 division needs a new champ. He's easily in contention to do it at 2-0 here.
Well, it looked really good. This was also at high altitude. He still was pulling through. He was tired, but he kept on going. Boom, look at that knee.
All right, guys, co-main event coming up at 135 pounds. Arturo, Vergara, and Safar Akhmadov. Let's do a little what have you done for me lately? Or some of these guys like, what have you ever done for me, I guess. That just doesn't sound as good. All right, we're going to start out. Oh, no, this is the last fight. Wow, Alibulatov was 23-4 in MMA. And, yeah, he totally got destroyed. Let's start out with Safar. 5-2-2 in MMA. Might recognize that flag there at Kazakhstan. Shout out to Borat. 4-2-2. Lost his last fight. And see, that's what I'm talking about, the career disclosed earnings. I don't really trust that because this guy says this guy never made a dime. I doubt he's fighting for free. 5 wins. 100% of his wins have came by knockout. One of his wins was by decision. One of them by disqualification. I'd like to know what the story is there. And he has lost 2 of his last 3. Let's go to his opponent. Arturo Vergara of Miami, Florida. 3-2. Affiliation, the Goat Shed. He's 3-2, but he was 0-2. He's won his last 3. Born in Chile. I said fighting out of Miami, Florida. Oh, and all 3 of those wins in karate combat. So he knows karate combat. Look at this. A first, a second, and third round knockout. The first round knockout was his last fight. So was in Combate Global before that. By the way, does anybody know what the hell's going on with Combate Global? I'm going to have to message Campbell. Their CEO and tell him, hey, what the hell's going on? Campbell McGlair is the CEO of Combate Global. Of course, he was one of the co-creators of the UFC. Nick Diaz's impact plus skill still isn't top 15 all-time in my opinion. Shit's still crazy as Tito cutting onions. Top 15 is super elite, bro. That's Illuminati level elite. Epstein level elite. Come on, bro. Diaz brothers don't even have an island. I heard UFC scheduled to Nick Diaz and Luque. Yeah, I've heard that. Stupid fight for one. For another thing, I would be surprised if Nick shows up to that fight. I mean, they should just have him fight Tony Ferguson. I don't understand why they don't have him fighting Tony Ferguson. It makes zero sense to me. I know they usually like their older guys. They like to have a younger guy push a younger guy over the top. But Luque's not a younger guy. Like, he's at the end of his career too. All that stuff he's had going on with his brain. He had like bleeding on the brain and stuff. Like, I'm surprised that guy's even sanctioned to fight. Now Nick is one of the safer fights for him. That being said, I get scared now every time I see Vicente Luque fight, though. I hope they do not put him. I hope they don't ever put him against a hard striker again, or like we could see the first fatality in the UFC. Seriously, like I'm worried about that guy. Tony was in the NFL. He'd have a 6-year concussion suspension, right? Yeah, they'd have just been like, dude, you gotta go, man. You gotta fucking go. We can't be responsible for this shit anymore. They'd have been worried about him back in the CTE heyday with John Lynch and Brett Favre. Like, is so far past today's competition. Yeah, he's just old. He hasn't been around for so long. He hasn't fought in so long. Unfortunately, he really got screwed over with all of the marijuana testing crap earlier in his career, and then he got the year suspension for the whereabouts suspension. I think he got a 5-year suspension for marijuana, and then I think temporarily they'd given him life for marijuana. Nick thinks he deserves a bigger fight than Luque. I agree he won't show up or that fight will fall through. I wish you could bet on which fights will actually happen. But there'd be too much inside information being sold, I think. Because that's not like knowing who's going to win a fight. That's like, okay, I just found out this guy, ripped his hamstring in half. He's definitely not going to fight. Does everybody know yet? John Lynch is the poster child for success with CTE. How that man is a GM is beyond me, right? UFC would roll a couple corpses out if it sold pay-per-views. Well, we know Vince McMahon would. I don't know. Have you watched any of that McMahon documentary, King James? It's pretty disturbing, but I just could not stop watching. I watched all the way through now, and I guess I already knew this and I'd forgotten, but it's so much more real in the documentary. When Owen Hart dies because he died in a stunt and fell from the ring, they hid it from the fans. They hid the fact that he died. They're like, oh yeah, he's injured. They took a little time out and they took all the wrestlers to the back. And he says, the show is going to go on, which that's insane to me. The show's going to go on, and you cannot let on that you know that Owen Hart is dead. Like, that is beyond fucked up to me. All right, 31 years old for Akhmadov. He has a 61-inch reach, weighed in at 136 pounds. Lynch is probably like Dave Durson, was successful post-NFL career, became a mayor. Then once those symptoms hit him, Suicide City, pray for John Lynch. Yeah, and then some guys, they've taken shots and it just doesn't hit them the right way. I think we've just scratched the surface on our knowledge of like CTE and brain damage and things. Because, I mean, think about how many times George Foreman got hit. He was sparring a lot when he was young back in the day. He would spar 5, 6, 7 guys in a row because he was an egomaniac. Then he comes back for a second career. He's getting hit a ton in his 40s. Now he's like 80 years old. You see him on TV. He doesn't have a stutter. Remember that? Yeah, that Nam fan videos. That's horrible. And like I said, Nam Fan was one of my favorite fighters to watch, even though it was a pretty short career. And you can tell why. He had an exciting style. And unfortunately, he's paying for that exciting style. Heard Nate and Nick are fighting in 2025. Maybe. I'm pretty sure they both said that they would fight in 2025. Oh, no, he didn't make any money. You're right. And Vergara coming out with a jump kick at the beginning of this. Oh, good kick to the knee from Vergara. Oh, inside leg kick and a right hand from Akhmadov, and Vergara with the side kick to the body. Like I said, Arturo Vergara, I think he's found his sport in karate combat. Like, this is his gig. Good push kick to the body from Vergara. Not saying he's necessarily going to win this fight, but if he's going to be in combat sports, I think it's this. Oh, good low leg kick there from Vergara. Head trauma ain't no joke, and what looks minor can destroy your life down the road. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So push kick to the body there from Vergara. Vergara trying to come up with the head axe kick. Low leg kick there from Akhmadov. That's been primarily his attack so far, has been that super low leg kick. It's not a calf kick. It's like almost like an ankle kick. Diaz Bros versus Paul Brothers in a triathlon of combat. MMA, then boxing, then WWE. Our boy Billy Hughes, wet dream. Oh man, big shots here from Vergara. He's got the back of Akhmadov. And there's a knee to the body, and the referee's going to break him. Vergara's pumped. He looked like he was about to take his belt off and choke Akhmadov with it. Good left hook to the body from Vergara. Inside leg kick from Akhmadov. Akhmadov misses the head kick, though. Oh, good catch there for Akhmadov. Vergara went up to the head. Akhmadov caught it, but couldn't do anything with it. There's a good right hook upstairs for Akhmadov. Dana mentioned something about, oh, big hammer fists on the ground from Vergara. Dana mentioned something about scheduling Nick and Street Jesus for near future at last week's post presser. I'd rather see that than the Luque fight. I mean, at least the build-up will be entertaining. Good left hook upstairs from Akhmadov. And the shot to the body, combination of the body, and then a right hook upstairs. Oh, there's a good left hook from Akhmadov. He's really coming on. Lands a good right hook, catches the kick from Vergara. I don't know if Vergara's getting tired or Akhmadov is a slow starter, but he's really came on in the last half of this round. I would actually pay to watch that, Wyatt. Oh, dude, everybody would fucking pay to watch that. The Paul brothers versus the Diaz brothers? Are you kidding me? Be freaking awesome. And here's just one idea for the older fighters. I know people have said, oh, I want to see some of the older fighters back. And so once you get over a certain age, 38, 40 or whatever, and you end up with this seniors division, whatever you want to call it, make it a tag team thing. Make it your 3 5-minute rounds, but make it a tag team. So like one guy starts the first round, your other guy starts the second, and then in the third, the guy from the second stays in, but he can tag out, and you have one like timeout. You can call it timeout and automatically replace yourself. Oh, big left hook there from Akhmadov. Paul Brothers would destroy them, so I'm not interested. Too big, too much juice. At least Logan is saucy. Oh, good right hook and left hand there from Akhmadov. Even in MMA, you think? Balls are far too cunty to enjoy watching them beat up the Diaz brothers. No, the only thing that would be enjoyable is watching the Diaz brothers beat up the Paul brothers. Good left hook and a right hand there from Akhmadov. I'm not below drugging the Paul brothers the night before, even right before they walk out to the ring or cage. Why? Not at all. A couple Quaaludes in that water bottle, and we got ourselves a fight. A couple of good body kicks there from Vergara. I think this fight's turning out to be a lot tougher than Vergara expected. Good right hook upstairs and a shot to the body from Akhmadov. And Akhmadov just straight wrestling, shoots a straight double takedown. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, they're definitely cunty, though. That is a good word for them. Oh, and Vergara catching that front kick of Akhmadov. Landing his own shot. Oh, big knee from Vergara. He's looking for the finish here. There's two big left hooks. And now the clinch and the knee to the chin. And that puts Akhmadov down. And the referee giving Vergara a little bit of time to work here. Oh, what a knee! That was basically a knee to a down opponent, too. That is legal here because they're leaning up against the fence and you can get that leverage or up against the wall. That's devastating. Oh, and there's a big knee to the body from him. There's that knee again. I said that's basically a downed opponent. Oh, man, beautiful left hook to the body. Vergara going off here in the second. There's another big knee. Referee looking at this one closely. He let Vergara work for a long time there up against the wall. Oh, shit, I didn't read you. Oh, well, comment. I was thinking a competition of a triathlon and then a fight. Rampage Jackson and Shannon Briggs versus Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Senior Citizen Tag Team Boxing, right? Jake has worked to be better than I want to admit, but he avoids professional boxers for a reason. Agreed. Oh, there's a head kick from Vergara as Akhmadov gets up at the end of the round. Oh, man. Vergara's really beating the shit out of Akhmadov now.
No, he's just fun to watch, dude.
Logan makes Jake look like a saint. I'd like to see Logan versus Paul Perez in submission grappling. Oh, that one I would definitely pay for.
You're going to get 3 minutes more to do it.
Whoa!
Yeah, that guy's a bastard.
We haven't had to talk about it tonight. We have our crazy sudden death rule is in effect for karate combat. We haven't had to use it once tonight, but in the event that there's a draw or a split decision, we have a sudden death 4th round. I kind of hope that happens.
Sudden death 4th round if it's a draw at the moment. Very hard to have a draw in a 3-round fight though, unless somebody gets points taken away. If you're scoring properly. Personally, I would like to see more 10-10 rounds, but I know that MMA doesn't like draws. Boxing certainly has no issues with them. All right, and here we go. Paul Harris, yep. Rosemall, Paul Harris. I gotta pull your leg off. Good little leg kick there from Vergara. And Vergara it just seems a bit sharper. Oh, good spinning back fist attempt there for Akhmadov. That was close to catching, but there's a head kick and the front kick to the knee. Both land for Vergara. Push kick to the body. He's looking to take over where he left off in round 2. That's a great left hook upstairs. Now the inside leg kick from Vergara. Good left hook to the body from Akhmadov. I think the referee's saying that was low, though.
More moments to recover. Not that I think he needs it.
Oh, it was Vergara with the low kick there. And 2 minutes left in this fight. Oh, another head kick from Vergara. If Akhmadov finishes this fight, I mean, he is a tough SOB. There's a big knee to the chin from Vergara. Because Akhmadov's just, I mean, he's been getting teed off on in the last round and the beginning of this one. Good left hook there for Vergara. Oh, the front kick to the head and then the back kick to the head. Dude's using Akhmadov's head like a soccer ball. Akhmadov really likes those spinning back fists, but I have a feeling he's going to leave himself too wide open one of these times. Oh, he catches that body kick of Vergara and lands a good shot. Oh, Vergara ducks underneath, gets a little double leg there. Referee immediately, oh, I think he's going to say, don't do that. Yeah, he's going to warn him. He's like, say wrestling, dude. There's a head kick from Vergara. And Akhmadov keeps catching that leg of Vergara. Oh, big hammer fist from Vergara.
Could this finally be Akhmadov's? Getting tired.
Akhmadov wasting as much time as he can to try to survive this. Push kick upstairs there from Akhmadov. Good oblique kick from Vergara. There's a knee to the head again from Vergara. And the left uppercut to the body. Arturo Vergara seems to be a formality. There's a good right hook from Akhmadov. But Vergara, I would think, has got to be winning this fight. Another good right hand down the pipe from Akhmadov, though. He's trying to finish it. Good flying knee there from Vergara. Oh, right uppercut from Vergara. And then the head kick at the end of the round. Great round for Arturo Vergara. Given your mom's heritage, does your mom have a shrine to Bob Sapp at her house? Oh, that's hilarious.
He's probably dropping the
You should see if he'll come on the show, I Rock. That'd be fun. I'm sure he'd be a fun guy to talk to. Oh, yeah, look at those highlights. The head kick right on the chin, the knee right on the chin. You can't say Akhmadov isn't a tough guy. Dude is tough as nails.
Go. 162.
Wow, 162 strikes landed in just a 9-minute fight for Vergara. 135 landed for Akhmadov. What a fight.
26 landed.
That is almost 300 total strikes landed for these guys in 9 minutes.
Better ratio for Akhmadov.
Vergara had to leave his family.
Damn, how many different leagues was Pereira's run out of? He had a very sad upbringing. PBR, all of them. All the ones he was in, that's for sure. Yeah, he definitely did have a sad upbringing, but you can't have him in there fighting, guys. He's just trying to rip people's knees off.
By unanimous decision, out of the red corner, Arturo Vergara.
Yeah, I think if they gave Akhmadov that fight, I think we're about to have a riot. Which, fair enough. That was a pretty dominant performance.
So, Arturo's saying as he said, how tough is that dude?
That's what he said.
And getting some props from Rampage and Montalvan behind us.
Oh, Rampage in the crowd.
Absolute insanity in the pit. Well,
He's not even tired. He's talking to us like this. Doesn't even breathe.
Wild. Well, let's see
All
what
right,
he's got
I was
to say.
telling Wyatt when I was talking to him earlier today, I thought that Alejandro Brugel could be a sleeper on the odds. Apparently, the odds makers knew about him. They have him as a slight favorite over Omar Morales. So I don't know if I'm as excited, if I'd be as excited to bet him as a favorite. I was hoping he might come in like a 2 to 3 or 2 or 3 to 1 underdog. Well, I had no idea Karate Combat was on YouTube tonight. Oh, really? Haha, no way. The whole side of the family is more right-wing than this dude's who carried the tiki torch and ran over that fat chick. Oh, my God.
I'm from Chile. I'm an immigrant, and I'm just chasing my dream.
I don't know how to watch it live and stay with Fights with Friends commentary. Yeah, you'd have to have 2 windows open or 2 devices. You can definitely do it on one computer. Just open up an extra tab. I mean, it's up to you. There's only one more fight left.
The opponent got a little emotional afterwards. He really put his heart and soul in there. For the way he fought, he's going to get his win bonus still. It doesn't matter. You know, he's a winner the way he fought. Arturo.
Oh, that's great. They're giving this guy his win bonus because
we're very close to that title shot
of how he fought.
I'll talk to the champion, and we're going to see what the next move is for you.
That's great.
Performance of the night. Performance of the night. Thank you all the crypto guys. And let me
thank you all the crypto guys. Open 2 tabs, mute the KC volume, keep Mike's volume on, watch the KC tab. Yeah, that would be the way to do it if you're not using 2 devices. Bob Sapp has multiple wives. Does he? That's a joke. Is that a joke or are you serious?
My friends, in many different philosophies around the world and religions even, we've
Computer works too. Yeah.
Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. And that was the story for Vergara tonight.
Why is this event tonight strangely political and spiritual at the same time?
Difficult one. Part of the story of that fight is when you're
I mean, good fights, but
you're hitting your man, you're smashing.
He has 2 wives. Could only find, like 2 wives at the same time? What country? Does he live in Japan? Where are they allowed polygamy like that? And I mean, if you're going to have multiple wives, why not go big and have 7? You know, one for every day of the week. Also, why does Robin Black look like Beetlejuice tonight? Maybe it's an early Halloween costume. I have a tablet that splits screens and 2 other devices. Nice.
For Vergara, should kind of be a foregone conclusion, but we'll see as we take a look back at some replays here.
Oh, instead, look at this. Boom, boom.
Oh, the double knee. He landed both knees on the flying knee. I mean, that's some Blanca Street Fighter shit. Remember how on Blanca where you could come up with what was the forward kick? When you're going forward, you go pop, pop, and land both knees. That's what he did right there. That's the Blanca double knee. Just don't do the Blanca chomp. Black is a bit androgynous. Yeah, I wondered. I've talked to him a little bit. It's been a few years back. But I kind of asked him. He's been in this game for a while. He was doing some awesome reaction videos and stuff. And I asked him for some tips and different things. Would have loved to get him on the channel, but I guess he wasn't interested. Not possible on 11-inch pad then. I don't know. It depends on what kind of pad you have, I guess. I mean, like on my phone, I can have, I can have 100 tabs open at a time. So, Black is a little whack in the head. in my opinion, Mom must have dropped him on his head when he was a baby. I don't want us tinkering with him mid-fight. An 11.6-inch tablet. Definitely not possible on a maxi pad. Oh my god. Oh my god, the maxi pad, Wyatt. That's hilarious. All right, 14 up in chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. And we haven't talked about the betting odds a whole lot tonight because DraftKings, well, they didn't have Karate Combat up. But they have the fights tomorrow. We got Baval and Better Beef. For the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, we're going to switch over to UFC. After that, there are plenty of bets to go around tomorrow. And DraftKings is still running that incredible promo. Deposit and bet $5, win or lose. You're going to get a $200 bonus. Like, I'm not joking. I thought that was a misprint at first. If you deposit and bet $5, you're going to get $200. I'm going to get $200. Now, I know some of these betting sites, some of the betting sites and apps, when they give those kinds of bonuses, sometimes you have to bet. You have to make like so many bets before you can actually withdraw that money. So it'll be like, okay, we're going to give you $200 free, but you got to bet through it twice, which would mean like you have to bet $200 and you win, you get to $400. Then you bet that $200 again. And, you know, whether you lose and end up with $200 or you win and have, you know, $800 now, then you would be able to withdraw. Tomorrow will be fun, for sure. Or my dog's pee pad either. Oh, my goodness. I bet her flexing honestly a 2003 50 Cent music video. Bought as likely with about as likely as a maxi pad with me poking a keyboard. Had it for 3 years now. Paid $1,000 for it. Oh, geez. Oh, you got a good one then. You got a big S7 Pro Plus. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good tablet then. Yeah. That's not messing around. Yeah, but like I said, double stream tomorrow. I didn't want to mention it too much early because I didn't want to confuse people. But like I said, 2 events tomorrow. The next 2 Saturdays after that, I'll be in Florida for both of them. So why I'm trying to get in a lot of streams in a short amount of time too. Thursday Night Football last night. Luckily, Karate Combat was on tonight. We have 2 fight events tomorrow because I'll be flying out to Orlando on a Saturday the 19th. Unfortunately, that makes me miss PFL's event with Francis Ngannou. Then the next week, I'll miss Max Holloway until Pereira because I'll be on a plane coming back. So, wife, I really love you for leaving this week. I got the candy shop. I love that song, actually, Robert. Florida Mike. Keep flexing, Rob. What other devices you got? I'm going to grab a boombox and bump some 50. Hold up. Go to Oakland, Wyatt. You will still see them. We went to Oakland, and me and my wife, and there was guys literally walking on the bus playing the old-ass boomboxes. You might have Bluetooth now. Anyways, but plus Mini Men. Yeah, that's a good one. And that is from like 2003, right? I think the Keep Rich or Die Trying album. No clue what this hand-me-down is, and I can barely get YouTube to function. Oh, looks like we have a special bout here before the main.
I mean, he is a very
smart guy, and his family is
Kane DeLorean, 43 years old. This is his debut.
He's friends with David Hoffman, so he just wants to have a good bout with his friend. And just
Okay, so this looks like some kind of casual fight. I don't know who these guys are. I think I'm supposed to. I think this is some kind of celebrity thing, maybe. It was not on the website.
Representing USA,
Mini-man slaps. Yes, it does.
And George, David Hoffman, personally, a lot of people have come here to see, fill us in on him.
Why does it all of a sudden say IFC 5? David Hoffman.
Basically his conference. So he's all about promoting people to get off banks. That's why it's called bankless and permissionless. To get off centralized systems and become free.
All right, David Hoffman, 31 years old, making his debut, fighting an old-ass 45-year-old man. How many men have you slapped, IROC? I was going to go to Seattle to see some LGBT peeps tweaking like zombies in the middle of the night. Might check out Oakland if I have time. Hey, I'll hang out in Seattle with you for a few days there, Wyatt, for sure. Just not this week. And just not this month. I don't know why these guys are fighting, but apparently we're going to get some celebrity karate combat here. It says IFC, too. I don't know why. And they're only 2-minute rounds. It's probably a good thing if these guys don't know what they're doing. Maybe San Francisco. I heard they're rampant there. Yeah, Seattle's fine. Like, yeah, there's homeless people, whatever. But it's not as crazy as you guys think. I think from what what they show on Fox News or something. Oh, good low leg kick there from Hoffman. I actually love Seattle. I always have. I'm trying to die, Rob, right? What you mean? Oh, big right hand to the body there from Hoffman. You guys are watching this on Fight Pass. Is yours like speeding up and slowing down, like ridiculously laggy? Just effing with you, IROC. Oh, good left hand there from Hoffman. Kane coming forward, lands a good right hook upstairs. These guys are not doing so bad for non-fighters, I guess. Good jumping knee to the body there from Kane. Oh, and a knee to the head from Kane. Good right hook from Hoffman. Low leg kick from Hoffman. Yeah, these guys definitely did some training. I don't know who they are. They're supposedly celebrities, though. I dig all combat sports, but I ain't going to pretend to know who is on the karate circuit, right? To live and die in LA is the place to be, yep. Oh, LA, that is a wild land. Like Skid Row. I like wild people. I like wild places. I don't easily get scared. I don't want to go to LA. Just fuck no. And I think I could live in Florida, but I don't even want to visit LA. I don't know. Rob Gossa seems pretty chill. Oh my goodness. Compared to San Francisco, maybe. Or I mean LA, yeah, maybe. All right, round 2 of this in-between co-main and main event fight, I guess. And somehow the judges had that one split. I guess I'm somewhat glad to see someone with an open scoring system. Oh, good push kick to the face there from Hoffman. There's a nice right hand. Couple of good right hands from David Hoffman. Oh, he might almost floored Kane with that right hook. Kane goes for the takedown, and then I don't know what that move was. I don't even want to explain that, but Kane, it looked like Kane was trying to do a little bit of dick riding there, and I don't think that's in the rule set. Good body kick there from Hoffman. And the low leg kick. And yeah, they are going back at it, back and forth. It looks like a drunken brawl between your two cousins. On the Maz. Oh, big right hook there from Hoffman. I think Kane's gassing out. Masvidal card tomorrow morning. There is 2 managers, agents fighting, plus 9 ex-UFC fighters. I don't care about the managers, agents, but 9 ex-UFC fighters, huh? You said it's like 7 in the morning. We might do some of that before the boxing match. I'm not posting it right now though, because I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to be ready to go at 7. I might be up. Being ready to go is a whole nother story. Oh, good counter right there from Hoffman upstairs and one to the body. Kane keeps on leading, but Hoffman's counter him on the way in. That was a good right hook from Kane a moment ago, but now Kane's got full mount here. He's raining down shots. Referee's going to break him up here. Not sure why. That was a dominant position. Just the thought of being crowded around by a bunch of city folks annoys me. That's, I think, the good thing. You would probably like, I know you wouldn't like the city, James, but I think you'd like the West Coast like more, because people don't get into each other's businesses here. They don't crowd around each other. Everybody pretty much stays to themselves. Everybody, you hear about like West Coast people being chill, and that goes for a lot of things. They're just pretty unlikely to mess with you. They're pretty unlikely to get up in your space or to say hello. It can actually be kind of rude. I'm going to watch Wyatt, but it'll be 10 a.m. here. Guys would have to keep me relaxed if you ever got me in a big city. Heard Beirut is beautiful this time of year, Wyatt. Oh my God, 7 a.m. West Coast? No way, no one is going to watch that if that's true. Oh, and apparently it was only a 2-rounder. I said that's got to be David Hoffman. He completely dominated that.
What a way to win at his own conference. Amazing.
All right, but majority decision here. Was that like the owner of Karate Combat Fighting or something?
Yeah.
Is that what they were saying?
Good hometown Hoffman chant.
David, that was wildly entertaining. This is your conference. You got
Yeah.
enough money to make me strip for you. Why do this?
It's a really good fucking question. It's pretty fucking cool. I have a ton of fans, people I know, loved ones, friends, all watching me. They know Kane, they know me. Honestly,
All right,
really
welterweight main event up next.
Well, you hit him with some right hands. He was able to take them. That had to make you feel good to be able to daze him with those right hands.
I've done a ton of sparring, and I remember the last time I sparred, I left halfway through the sparring session, because I knew I just fucking had it. It was over. I knew it.
Well, tons of respect to you for being able to get in there and put your heart and soul on the line for all the fans. Can we see you back inside the pit?
I got a few mountains I gotta climb first. Ask me later.
I sure will. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one who put this whole conference together, David Hoffman.
My friends, I am paraphrasing here, but in Fight Club, Tyler Durden said, "How can we know anything about ourselves if we've never been in a fist fight?" Both Kane and Hoffman now know a lot about themselves. It's easy to watch from the stands. It's easy to watch from behind our screens.
Oh, you guys are right. Robin Black is a very eccentric guy. I like him, though. I like eccentric people. I generally get along with them, too. All right, main event still coming up. I noticed we lost just about everybody. I was wondering if we froze or something. But, doesn't look like it. Lots of fireworks, Rob. I hear they light giant fireworks and let them go off on top of people. Sounds like you'd see some beautiful bright colors, right? Big giant Roman candles. I meant American candles. Oh, that's great. Yeah, why do we call them Roman candles? Why don't we call them American candles, damn it? I'm still here, me and Rob. We profit every time. There's a war because we sell weapons to both sides of the war. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, you're not lying, Rob. You're not lying. I think now that people are finally kind of starting to be able to see underneath, you know, that dirty underbelly or whatever you want to call it of society, all these secrets of the elites, I think it's worrisome. It's worrisome of what will happen next. Mikey means when the Americans light on fire, they become American candles. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. Nobody attacks us, though. Nobody's going to attack us. You know what kind of weapons American citizens have? You guys have no idea. I have friends that have weapons. You would be like, how in the world does a human being come across that? And I'm not saying everything's legal. I'm definitely not saying any names. But they're not real hard to get here. And yeah, I'm talking about rocket launchers. I'm talking about some, like, serious shit. Bitch, I ain't in America. Canada's America. You're just not in the United States. Seeing stories online that Diddy is going to get let off the hook. No way. That's twisted even for me, says Rock. I hope not, Rock. He must be threatening to snitch on people. Because there's so much stuff. He should be in jail forever. I mean, he's gotten away with so much over the years, too. Like, beating his 19-year-old girlfriend in the hallway on a hotel surveillance tape. Being involved in a shootout in one of his concerts, and one of his guys got 25 years, even though he did, like, the exact same thing that Diddy did. He had the gun and stuff, and Diddy somehow ends up getting nothing. But yeah, if he gets off again, that would be insane. I gotta Google this a little bit now. NBC saying Sean Diddy Combs won't be released from jail, judge and bail appeal rules. Maybe there's something newer, though. Oh, here we go. 1 day ago. Trial date set for sex crimes charge. He's got the resources to leave the country for sure. Oh, they've set a date for him for a sex crime trial the same day as the 2025 Met Gala. Oh, you can't make this up. Prosecutor Emily Johnson told the courts the prosecution's case would last at least 3 weeks. That's just the prosecution's case. So I don't know if this will be on court TV, like a OJ trial type thing. The hearing comes after Combs' attorneys on Tuesday filed documents to appeal his jail stay, arguing that federal prosecutors' prior reasoning for his detention was based on speculation. Anyways, let's get back to MMA. I'm getting sidetracked here. That would be horrible, though. I got no issue in small town type carnivals and city park events, but the atmosphere is totally different when surrounded by like-minded sovereign folks who are all heavily armed. John Jones beats his girlfriend on security cameras every week. It's clearly not illegal in the USA. If anything, it's a trend. Even my boy Ray Rice gave it a shot. Jesus. It's called Diddy Cuddles McStuffins. What in the hell? All right, I got this this news article. Thank you, Ira. It says, new judge could give Diddy another attempt to win bail. After 2 judges denied Sean Diddy Combs bail, the rapper may have a third opportunity to argue he be freed as he deals with a long list of sex trafficking, racketeering, and other charges. See, that's just bullshit, because you know if one of us was accused of something like that, there's no way we'd even get a first bail hearing, much less a third. Dude is rich, and he's got a lot of stuff on a lot of rich people. Cuddly McMuffin, Diddy is the O.F. McLovin. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, he's going to get some McLovin here soon. Omar Morales of Venezuela, 2-0 in karate competition. I believe Alejandro Brugal is making his karate debut, 5-0 in MMA. But he's done a lot of amateur stuff, like amateur boxing, and he's only 24 years old. He's 2-0. I'm taking Alejandro Brugal in this fight. Oh, and it's personal. He said Omar Morales knocked out a very close sparring partner of his. So he wants to take him out. Nothing better than personal when it comes to fighting. As long as you don't, go over the line. As long as you don't go over the line like a corner when you're talking about people's wives and their religions and stuff. It's just a good old revenge fight. All right, guys. Stock market has hit new highs this year. It continues to break new highs, and so does crypto. Guys, go on Robinhood. Check it out. You're going to get a free stock valued in between $500 and $200. Also, you can buy it on every major stock exchange. Buy Boeing. It's sinking. It's in the tank. It'll come back eventually. The U.S. government can't let them fail. And then as far as crypto, Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and much more. Sign up with Robinhood today. Get your free stock. Fights your friends, gets a free stock. Everybody wins. I got Omar on this one just to go against the grain. All right, Alejandro Brugal, 24 years old, 2-0 from the Dominican Republic. A Kempo black belt. I have a feeling that Alejandro Brugal is just going to beat the shit out of Omar Morales. But who knows? I don't know as much about Morales, so I could be totally wrong. Diddy should share a sale with roided Vince. I'm sure Diddy will get the Vince regular. Right? Followed by a big nest. Oh my God. I have no clue who either guy is. Oh, that's wild. I was thinking put P. Diddy and R. Kelly in a in a cell together, but I mean, they might enjoy it. You know, P. Diddy just need to have his Diddy out wanking it while R. Kelly's pissing on him. All right, Omar Morales, 38 years old, 2-0 from Venezuela. Karate style is slam. I don't know what the hell that is. That sounds like some made-up shit. Like when they said Tank Abbott was a pit fighter. He never fought in no pits. Not before the UFC anyways. Now, Kempo, remember, Chuck Waddell was a Kempo guy. All right, guys, it is the main event of the evening at welterweight. Omar Morales, Alejandro Brugal, 2 undefeated karate fighters. Dollars, whatever the hell that is. And both guys taking their time, being patient here. A little bit of a slow start to the first round. Oh, good right hand there from Brugal and a knee to the body from Brugal. There's another great knee to the body. Can laugh, Mike, but the exact accusation was Vince repeatedly. This girl who worked for him, and he's always finished. Oh, my God, that's horrible. Perfect for a guy who likes assholes like Diddy. Oh, geez. Yeah, the only one that deserves that maybe is Diddy. Good low leg kick there from Brugal and the hook upstairs. And Morales pushes Brugal down on the wall. Is Kerry Hatley the referee for every one of these fights? I think he has been. At least since we got on. Good right hand there from Brugal down the pipe. Inside leg kick from Morales. Straight left there from Brugal. Oh, what a right hook from Brugal. See, if I could have bet, I still wish I would have bet on Brugal Wyatt, even though he was a slight favorite. I think if people knew more about him, he'd probably be a huge favorite. A couple of good left hooks there from Brugal, but Morales ends up on top. For a moment there. Back to the ring. Oh, good low leg kick there from Brugal. These guys don't throw those calf kicks. They throw those ankle kicks. So I'm pretty sure they're looking for sweeps. Oh, nice right hand down the pipe from Brugal. Oh, beautiful right hook from Morales. Brugal answers with a knee to the body and a clinch, but it looked like that shot hurt him. And Morales landed some great ground and pound up against the wall here. Because Morales has a karate background. I think I've seen him fight before. He does. Oh, what a head kick. And a knee there from Morales. And Brugal throws Morales down in self-defense. Maybe I'm lucky I didn't bet on this fight. Morales is landing some big shots. Good knee to the body there from Omar. Oh, both guys swinging for the fences at the bell. WTF, why is that all in the documentary? Not all of it, but a lot of it is. Iraq, no, that's in a lawsuit filed in 2022. So if you watch the documentary, Vince is in it. Like, they're interviewing Vince like 80% of the way through the documentary, and then criminal allegations came out, and he stopped cooperating. He stopped doing the documentary, but the things he admits to and justifies are pretty crazy. Like, the guy's a psychopath. I believe so, at least a sociopath. The things he put his own family through were super strange. I mean, you'll never think about wrestling the same again, I don't think. I know I won't, about WWE. the line, you know, the blurred lines between Mr. McMahon, the character, and his real family life is pretty disturbing. Vince hates the documentary. Oh, yeah, he does. Anyone know if Bergal comes from kickboxing? He's had some amateur kickboxing bouts. He's had amateur boxing bouts, MMA bouts. Like, guy's kind of been all over the place. I think just off the radar because, you know, they were amateur bouts. Good right hook to the body there from Bergal. And knee to the body from Morales. Many other women came forward before her too, all swept under the rug. Good right hook from Morales. At least one well-known girl killed herself as a reason. Yeah, you were telling me that. That's horrible. I have to finish the doc. Still on 3 or 4 episodes in. I think it's either 5 or 6. Maybe it's 6 altogether. Oh, Morales teeing off on Bergal on the wall here. He might get a stoppage here from Kerry Hatley. He is letting go. Bergal's got to defend himself here. This is a lot of elbows and hammer fists. Oh, he's going to get the stoppage. If Hatley doesn't break them in a moment, he's going to get it. Hatley's definitely giving him a lot of time to work. Now Bergal pulls Morales in, so he might get a break. Oh, still doesn't get a break. Hatley still allowing Morales to work. Morales has side control up on the wall here. So I wish I knew the rules to this because Hatley just broke him up and Morales had a full mount. So I don't know what he's looking for. Good left hook to the body there from Bergal. I think Bergal might be having some cardio issues today, though. Good left hook upstairs for Alejandro. Seems like he's getting tired. I know he's only 24 years old. But if you don't train, you don't train. Good body kick there for Bergal in the takedown. Alejandro Bergal, he came through with a burst of energy there. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's awesome. Well, and disturbing. Girl's name was Ashley Massaro. She's pretty famous in WWE. Did Fear Factor and other shows. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, Vince is a horrible guy. Good 1-2 there from Bergal. Yeah, Mr. McMahon, which was the name of his WWE character. And Bergal shooting for the takedown again. Good right hook to the body from Morales. And I think this fight's a round apiece. I'm not sure how you could call it anything else. I gave Bergal the first round. I gave Morales the second. And Morales had a couple moments during that round where I wondered if Kerry Hatley was going to stop the fight. Seldom seen Muay Thai fighters in the few karate combat cards I've watched. Greek King, imagine how far down the perversion rabbit hole you have to go to be into S stuff. Yeah, that's insane. So I had heard something about the defecation, Wyatt, but I had heard that it had happened once, and I thought, like, okay, most disgusting thing you've ever heard, basically. But I assumed it was like, okay, Vince is almost 80 years old, and he had an accident. I didn't know it was like literally something that turned him on. That's so disgusting. Man, it's the original 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh, man. I hope nobody's trying to eat right now, because that is so bad. All right, Bergal in the blue stripes again. White gi with the blue stripes. Lands a couple of good body kicks there in the left hand. And there's a flying knee to the body from Bergal. Morales in the black and gray pants with the red striped gloves. Oh, he goes for a sweep takedown there. Can't get it. Good knee to the body from Bergal. So maybe Bergal wasn't tired. Maybe he was just stunned and he's recovered. But Morales had a hell of a second round. Good right hand there from Begley. Spin kick to the body. It lands for Begley. Barely lands, though. Good left hand upstairs from Alejandro. And Alejandro Begley seems to be back on track here in round 3. Are you guys checking out this ring background and stuff, though? I know it's not the sphere, but, like, it looks really cool. There's like a 360 screen up top. Morales continuing to come forward and stalk Begley, but Begley just keeps countering him. Begley grabbing the waist lock there. Kerry Hatley's going to break him up. He's like, we don't need to see wrestling and karate combat. Oh, great body kick there from Begley. Oh, what an elbow from Morales. The right elbow from the clinch and then the right uppercut. And we'll see if he can hurt Begley again. Yeah, look at the replay there. That was sick. That was a sick elbow from Omar Morales. And good throw there from Begley. A little hip throw and a right hook. Morales really hasn't had any other moments in this round, though. Good body kick again from Begley. And now the low leg kick ducks under a shot from Morales and lands a knee to the body. Alejandro Begley mostly in control here in the third. And there's a left hand from Begley. Spinning back fist lands from Alejandro. Alejandro Begley might have needed this third round. He came out like he needed it. Good right uppercut there for Morales, but straight right and a left hook for Begley. And Morales walking forward, hands down. He says, let's go. Lands a great left hook, and Begley slams him into the wall. Begley might be playing a little bit of prevent defense here. Ends the round in mount, and then offers to help Omar Morales up. I'm going to say 2 rounds to 1, though, Alejandro Begley.
Before we crack on, let's get a quick word from our partner, Vergara.
Sphere-esque background. Salt Lake City, Utah, actually. I'm trying to remember what the arena is called. I put it in the description.
Is different. When a fight comes up, if you have karate tokens, you place them on a fighter. If he wins, you get additional tokens.
Okay, so you're actually betting tokens.
Web3 has allowed us to engage.
That doesn't seem legal. It's probably not legal here. It's the Salt Palace Convention Center is what it's called.
Traditional blockchains don't support that kind of volume. We're enjoying the journey. We're really excited about the community's response within Web3 and traditional.
It's very interesting. King James, man, I know they keep tinkering with the rules for karate combat because at one point they allowed 5 seconds of ground and pound before ref intervened. And then there was times tonight where it seemed like they allowed a lot more than 5 seconds. So King James over watching this fight close to him over here talking about doo-doo. I'm going to shut up.
We have a winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner.
All right, so Omar Morales gets it. I'm glad I didn't bet on Begley there. What? Morales won. Oh, I feel like feel you, but I'm feeling like kidding bathroom jokes while adults watch boxing. All about free speech. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was paying too much attention to the chat and not enough to the fight there. So, sorry guys. Morales probably did win that fight.
Omar, that was an amazing performance. But to me, it was your experience that won it out. You were going up against a younger.
All right, interview here from Omar Morales. It's a pretty quick event, so I'm going to take some calls if anybody wants to call in. 425-791-8730.
I love this city, this performance for everybody here. Sí, sin duda es un joven muy fuerte. Tuve que guardar la calma. Me tocó el primer round. pero supe quedarme tranquilo y hacer mi trabajo.
Yeah, he's a young lion. He's tough. He touched me in the first round, but this experience makes a difference. I learned how to calm myself, waited 3 rounds, and I beat him. I got him.
Still out here judging like Cecil Peoples. I have been a little off lately. I knew Omar would win. So Robert, you did call Omar. We're all guilty of speaking freely here. Yes, I'm proud of that.
Who is he and what are you going to do to him? Alguien tiene el título. ¿Contra quién quieres pelear?
El título está vacante, ¿cierto? ¿Quién está? A mí no me importa con quién vaya a pelear. Quiero la oportunidad por el título. En la próxima o después de esa, yo quiero pelear en diciembre. Pero espero que me
And Dean Thomas, the easiest money he's ever made here, holding the microphone. He's probably thinking, man, I'm glad it's not me getting punched in the face. Called in the beginning of fight. Yes, you did. I think Rob's close to 100% on predicting fights that just ended. You did call at the beginning, though, Robert. I seen him in the comments.
I'm over here getting the most experience, most success I've ever been. I've been on UFC. I've been on Bellator. And this is my home. I'm 39 years old, but I'm still a young dog.
I know bro's messing around.
Who it is? I want the title next. Well, at 39 years old.
All right, Omar Morales calling for a title shot.
And I'm very impressed and I admire your championship medal.
Que admira tu trabajo, eres un veterano en el deporte y te respeta 100%.
I mean, what do you get if you win the title in karate combat? 100,000 karate bucks?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for your winner in the main event tonight, Omar Morales.
Why do karate combat bucks to me feel like Chuck E. Cheese tokens? I mean, do these guys cash them in for prizes like big stuffed animals? And how many do you have to get a PS5? Is Black squatting like he's snowboarding as he talks? I think Robin Black has found the land of drugs recently.
And when he landed those elbows, he controlled the inside of the arm.
I didn't used to, but in IROC.
He created every opportunity
with the super chat. Thank you, IROC. Second super chat for him of the night. Appreciate it, sir. $2 super chat. $5 followed by the $2 super chat from IROC. You rock, sir.
A good performance from Morales. Didn't get the finish, but he showed his veterancy. We're going to take a look at some stats in a minute.
He's trying to take... Yeah, it looked like he was trying to take one. Is that Logan Paul's right-hand man, Mike, on commentary? What on earth? I hope he was successful, Rob. Go a long way. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's been commentary for Karate Combat for a while now. All right, let's check out the fights for tomorrow, starting out with boxing. Well, maybe we'll look at this Game Bread card just real quick that Robert was talking about, because I didn't even know about this. We'll go over to Tapology. He said there was a bunch of former UFC fighters on it. So, all right, and there you go. Strikes landed. Omar Morales outstruck Alejandro Brigal here. I was completely wrong on that fight. All right, let's bring it up for you guys here. I'm not seeing Game Bread on here, though. Seeing Lion Championships tomorrow. And some bare knuckle boxing. All right, we got Better Beeve and versus Baval, of course, in Riyadh. And this one's going to be on ESPN Plus, guys. No pay-per-views. And this is... Man, this is a sensational title fight for the undisputed light heavyweight championship in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Both of these guys undefeated, 20-0. Archer better be 20 knockouts. Dimitri Bivol, you might remember him from his dominant win over Canelo Alvarez. 23-0 with 12 knockouts. Let's go down. Chris Eubank Jr., I didn't realize his fight on this card. Taking on Camille Zerameta. And that's all I recognize, because Shakur Stevenson was scheduled to fight tonight, to fight Joe Cordina or tomorrow, but had a broken hand. That's too bad. But yeah, like I said, undisputed, and I want to see the Chris Eubank fight too. So that's probably about where we'll start tomorrow. Probably about 2 hours of boxing, and then 2-3 hours of UFC. So this starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So we'll probably start this at 1 p.m. Pacific. I got to look to see when the main event's expected to enter the ring. Oh, looks like there's more fights here too. Are these more fights, or are they replaying it? I know some of these events, sometimes they have post limbs, which is interesting. Okay, Beterbiev and Bivol are not expected to enter the ring until 3:15 Pacific time. Wow. Are these the grappling matches that we were supposed to get? They had announced some 12-minute grappling matches. Yes, they are. These are all grappling. Mike is unlikable as Logan. Throw him in there with Ngannou. What? What did I do? Black is one of those introverts I avoid being around. Mike, if you get to $50 tomorrow, you should smoke a doob on stream. It might be possible. Wasn't Black on that show? Bully Beatdown with Mayhem Mel. I think you're right. Rob, you sure Masvidal is having an event tomorrow? I don't see it either. October 12th. Masvidal talked about it on Bo Nichols' podcast. I think it might have been canceled or postponed. I never don't see these events showing up on Tapology. But anyways, let's go to the UFC card for tomorrow, because we know we're going to have some time to finish that. Oh, thank you, Robert. I'll look at that image. My bad. It's November 15th. No worries. Oh, I do it all the time. Masvidal's bare knuckle is actually pretty good when I've watched it. Oh, it was incredible, actually. Yeah, it was really good. No, I enjoyed it. It's definitely different than the traditional MMA. So, all the way down to the prelims. Is there anything worth watching? No. Junior Tafa taking on Sean Sharaf. I don't know who the Sean Sharaf guy is, but he is a big favorite coming in against Junior Tafa. Minus 360. Nico Price, always fun to watch. Also another big favorite. So we might have a sleeper coming out of Zimbabwe, this Themba Garimbo. Does anybody remember him fight? Seems like maybe he fought once in the UFC already. Watch, he's going to have fought in the UFC like 10 times. No, 4 times. 4 times and 3-1 in the UFC. Not bad. Jonathan Pierce, Pat Sabatini. I mean, that should be interesting. Not a barn burner. This to me is a fight I'm probably looking forward to most. D-Rod coming back. Daniel Rodriguez against Alex Morono. Grant Dawson and Rafa Garcia, that's another good fight. But yeah, Brandon Royval, Tatsuro Taira. I mean, that's a proper main event for a fight night card, especially an Apex card. This is really not the weakest card for an Apex for sure. It's called Nickel and Dime. Oh, I like that. That's pretty good. It's him and a homie. Nickel and Dime. That's Grand JF. Who's his co-host? Inner Cejudo? It's on Bo Nickel YouTube channel. Wow, that was a fast submission. Pit submission here. What an effing finish to this match, Mike. Don't miss this. It's a 6 submission. Almost got KO'd. Pit submission. What's this? Yeah, I guess it's there's 4 pit submission matches.
Wait, so BJJ is like awesome or something?
All right, so I will. We'll catch the next one.
Dude, everybody in their audience has their mouths open. That's going to be one of the most viral submissions in the history of Jiu-Jitsu for sure. Let's go.
I think I better watch that. They just said this is gonna. That was one of the most. Will be one of the most viral submissions in the history of Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm here talking about anything but fighting.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Daniel Safar. Wow, unbelievable.
What a way to kick off Pit Submission Series.
Yeah, that's going to be a crazy freaking highlight reel.
I want to see it
I
right
want to
now.
see it again, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this replay. Salter walks his way back up the wall and launches.
So that was Matthias Costa
His body.
and Daniel Sather. Oh! A jumping triangle off of the top of the wall. Oh, that was awesome.
Guys, let me tell you, this mat is not soft. It is not as soft as it's
Man, that was like WWE and MMA combined. I love it. The flying triangle gets the choke and armbar simultaneously. What a submission. Wow. All right, we got to stick around for this, guys. We got 3 more submission-only matches here.
How could you have been prepared to do that?
To be honest, exactly why I came to here. That's what I was planning to do. You know, I'm known as a...
Says that's what he was planning to do. If that's true, that is scary.
Whenever I got the invite and I saw the pit, I'm like, maybe it's going to be cool, something different, bring something different. Use the pit plus the fly armbar, fly triangle. So that's what I came here to do. Crazy things. I know jiu-jitsu sometimes...
That was definitely a crazy thing. That's like some...
you know, and all of you guys that are here...
It's like some Florida jiu-jitsu or something.
You know, I try to do my best to bring something exciting. Sometimes jiu-jitsu is not, but fighters like me make things happen. You know, say my name.
Definitely crazy.
So how did you feel your first time being inside this pit?
I felt good. In the beginning, I wanted to feel my...
All right, Pablo Mantovani against Paulo Mayo
I
next.
could surprise him. If I already showed the lion that I was, maybe he would be scared and be tight. So I wanted him to fight too, for me to catch him in the submission. If that happened.
Well, I believe that's going to be a submission that we talk about.
All right, so these are submission matches, 1 or 12-minute round.
It's an amazing performance.
Yeah, for sure. I want to thank my professor, Johnny. You know, preparing me.
So
with
no
the
breaks,
wall.
just the 1 12-minute round.
Nice, BJJ Santiago with the wall. You know, he allowed me to use the wall. So I was training and practicing that. My manager called me the week of the tournament.
It's
He
a
said,
6
"Yeah,
submission. Yep, I went back, Robert. I'm surprised that didn't knock out.
what you gonna do?"
Knock him out. Dude got slammed. Yes, he did.
But we appreciate that.
I like Bo, but he never knew he had a podcast. Just crazy that literally every fighter has a podcast now, right? Dude won 100 concussed. Yeah, Karate Combat mat rules have been adjusted too often that I don't know how it works. Imagine the Chuck Tito era combined with the podcast era. Oh my goodness, right? I see Johnny Walker got KO'd in training by 170-pound guys. Seriously? Oh my goodness. What's up, Jim? Yeah, I probably don't want to play too much audio. Interviews are good, but DJ type jumping armbar. Yes, but off of the wall. That's what really made it cool. Flying triangle. Almost backfired, but he stayed conscious, so it worked. Flying tries, an old school jiu-jitsu move. Yep. Remember Brian Ortega pulled one off in the fight? T-City. Yeah, dude, he was 10 feet up in the air, though, off of that wall to do it. That was really cool. I remember Brian Ortega pulled one off in his fight. Yep. Rampage and Pereira right behind Mike Malak, and no one is effing this dude up. This deuce up. So frustrating. It's a dangerous move if your opponent is familiar with it. Remember Ortega doing it. Yeah. It's they banned it in judo matches years back. It was a little modified. It was a little different in judo because it had to be like a throw where you actually you got one foot up in the air and you took the other one and kind of almost like kicked the person in the back of the head while you hooked him and flipped him over. But somebody died from it. At least one person. I don't know if it was more than one. But I know at least one person died from it. They banned the move. Yeah, Ortega in his prime, man, that guy really could have been champion. I think he's past his prime now, even though he can't be very old, right? Isn't he younger than Max? Or did he just start much later? I know everybody started later than Max. Oh, I like the boardwalk here too. For the fighters to walk down. It's not very long. I mean, it's probably, what, 25, 30 feet long. I wish the UFCs would bring back the ramp. Pablo Montalvan, this is his debut in pit submission. Jiu-jitsu practitioner, of course. If your opponent don't know what he's doing, it's easy to break arm or dislocate joints. Oh, I'm sure. All right, and here comes his opponent, Paulo Maio of Brazil. I know this guy's Brazilian, but he totally looks Japanese. All right, I'm gonna take just a real quick pee break, and should be back hopefully before this starts. Well, and it started. Oh, 5-minute round, huh? I thought all of these were 12-minute. One round, 12 minutes. But I guess we got 5 minutes here. What do you guys think will win between Blessed and Ilya? Jim, I think Ilya. Hopefully Max, but gun to my head, I'd go Ilya. Be better for Max at 155, in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think for him, too. How do you tell which one's red and which one's blue? I'm looking for tape here. I'm not seeing anything. I know Mayo's on the bottom, though. I think most people are rooting for Max, but they're thinking it's a tough fight for him. And Pablo Montalvan trying to pass the guard of Paulo Mayo. Mayo trying to pull him in. And a submission only bout, I mean, being on the bottom is definitely not always a disadvantage. Oh, I thought Paulo might come out the other end of that one with a heel hook. Pablo moved out of there quickly, though. And I'm assuming there is no stand-ups here. Good little sweep there from Pablo. But Paulo pulls him in and grabs a heel hook. Now Pablo going for it. Both guys, it looks like, are looking for heel hooks. Pablo ends up on top for a minute. Now he's trying to escape. Now Paulo on top. 2.5 minutes left, I guess, in this first round. My cat says, go for the dude named Pablo. I like it. Fighting against it, standing up, allows your opponent to put all his body weight on his extended limb. Yep. Welcome, Jason. Good to see you, Jason Kagan, in here. Jim's cheers, Robert. I'm with Max. Yeah, I'm with Max on that, too. I hope he gets it done. I said, don't forget, tomorrow, doubleheader. We got the undisputed light heavyweight championship of the world, followed by a UFC fight night card. So 145 left in the first round of this pit submission here. And so I don't know if this is just going to be 1 5-minute round. I thought they were all 1 12-minute rounds. Maybe it's 2 5-minute rounds and then 2-minute sudden death or something. And Paulo Mayo's got him up against the fence now. If he can jump guard up against the fence, he could come up with a creative submission attempt. Maybe not as creative as the one we just seen. Oh, and he tries to go for a spinning heel hook there. Jason Kagan, I don't know if you were watching it earlier, but dude, look it up. The last bout, a guy jumped off the top of the wall and landed a flying triangle. Had his opponent in the triangle and choke and an armbar. And Paulo Mayo, I mean, if this goes to decision, Paulo Mayo, I think, has definitely been dominating this match. Just not able to get in a position to finish the submission. I ain't trusting your cat. I'm going Paulo. Max is a great character and fighter. Being realistic, Ilya is too much, in my opinion. Just realized they both weren't named Pablo. WTF. Yeah, you got a Paulo and a Pablo. It's only a 1-letter difference. And Paulo Mayo with just seconds left here in the first round. Pablo ain't heard no bell.
Does it for the first time period. We're back to the corners. That's assuredly going to go the way of Paulo for the sweep attempt to the constant pressure moving forward.
All right, so yeah, I guess we got 5-minute rounds. I thought it was just 12 minutes with no breaks all the way through.
Judging these pit submission series matches, we get our quick reset.
Because that's how ONE FC does it, right? They do just 1 12-minute match.
Yes, we do, yeah.
I like the submission in the pit here, though. This karate pit, like, to me, this is like the best ring out there. At least that they're going to make legal with the walls and everything. Oh my God, there's people in the crowd doing the Macarena. Kick them out. There's like a couple just standing there doing the Macarena. It's like, get the fuck out of here. 86 them from the stadium. Nobody needs to see that. What are you teaching, preschool? All right, second round here, and it looks like Paulo Maio is going to drop straight to the ground voluntarily. Generally not much for guard pullers, but, you know, in jiu-jitsu, it's a little different story. He's trying to grab the elbows of Pablo, and Pablo immediately goes for a leg lock. And Maio's still not out of this. Oh, Maio. Wait, Maio just flipped over. Did he? Oh, and he's out of it. What an athletic move. And Paulo Maio ends up in mount there for a moment. He's definitely in the advantageous position at the moment. Let's see if he can grab Montalvan's elbow or something. Ilya seems like the type of guy that after 5 minutes in the same room as him, and you would dislike him. Oh, I dislike him without being in a room with him. Pablo needs to come out of his shell before Paulo sells that bell to debt bell. If you smell what Pablo was cooking. I struggle to root for tapioca. You know, I'm not rooting for that guy. Ilya Topuria, no, fuck that guy. Not a fan. I don't like his attitude. And Paulo Maio on top in half mount here. I just personally, I just don't feel like Pablo Montalvan is, no matter how long they go, I feel like he's not going to catch Paulo Maio in a submission. Maio might get him, but I don't see Pablo submitting Paulo. Just watching him, petting my cat. I got no idea who either of these dudes are. But as a Cold War baby, it's hard for me to bet against the name Pablo. Robert, I hate tapioca pudding. Oh. Who doesn't? Hope Max busts Tapioca up over all 5 rounds and then finishes him in the 5th. Win the first 4, dominate, no question, finish him in the 5th. And Paulo Maio, oh, he's working on some kind of weird submission attempt here. He almost gave up the leg lock. Oh, what an interesting way to get to mount. I think he kind of he knew Pablo was going to go for that leg lock. So he kind of used that to his advantage and just kind of said, okay, grab my leg for a second. While you're doing that, I'm going to slide the other one through. And then I'm going to end up on top of you, and you're going to start getting tired, which Pablo Montalvan seems to be sucking wind at the moment. Paulo making him carry all of his weight. Like Max way more than most UFC fighters. Not saying I like Ilya. I just wouldn't bet on Max in this one. No, I'm not betting on this one. I mean, if Max is a 3-1 underdog or something, I might put some action on it, but I think the odds are pretty close to even. I think Ilya is just a slight favorite the last time I looked. Paulo digging for that arm right now. He's loosening him up. He's not on the right side to get the right arm bar, I don't think, though. He might go for an arm triangle here. And he is. Oh, and he's spinning it now. He might get this. It's about 45 seconds left in the round. He's pushing his shoulder into the throat now. It's hard to tell on some of these chokes with the angle now, you know, how much oxygen the guys are getting. But I feel like Paulo can finish this. I don't know if he will, but I feel like he could. Never apologize for favoring whatever fighter you favor, right? Agreed. All right, and that is the end of the second. I know I still have it listed as the first. I just noticed.
Saying he's going to take that one in the scorecards.
So what do we have now? I think we have 1 2-minute round.
You get in that position again, hold the tripod up, get past the guard, and finish the head and arm.
Unless it's a 15-minute. As Paulo Maio's corner telling him, you get in that position again, you can finish this. Unless it was CM Punk. Have you ever met a CM Punk fan that was like a fan of him in MMA, though? All right, and there you hear the open scoring here, Paul Maio. Oh no, we got 3 5-minute rounds in grappling. Okay.
He's got to make a grip first off.
That's a long grappling match. So Paul might get you a funny look, right? All right, and Maio on the bottom this time. Pablo on top, trying to find a place to enter. Pablo's been heavy on the leg lock attempts. Not really had anything that looked close, though. Paulo Maio looked like he might get that arm triangle in the last round, but no go. I would have liked to have seen Sakuraba in the submission only in the pit. Oh, I bet it would have been incredibly entertaining. Oh, and Maio looking at that arm. Remember his corner telling him, if you get that position again, you can finish that. He's got to get the arms up. There, he's got it. He's got it over. Does he have the arm now? Pablo's in trouble here. Pablo needs to go to defense here. And he does, but Paulo pulls the ankle. So if this does go to the scorecards, there's 3 consecutive submission attempts there for Paulo. I want to see a finish. Pablo's got him right where he wants him, dude. Pablo's going to lose this fight, Jason. Your cat doesn't know shit about MMA. Sorry. Or about grappling. I'm sure your cat can grapple some other animals, though. I don't see you having a non-functional cat, Jason. I bet it's a hunter. I believe you, Mikey, but I said Pablo and he meowed. Well, there you go. If Pablo somehow wins this match, I will take your cat's advice on a bet sometime. Paulo Maio in side control here. See, I think side control is the best position to get an armbar. I mean, the belly down, it's the best is for mount, but the belly downs are more rare. I love side control. I don't know why so many fighters give it up. Because like I said, you got the triangle, you got the arm triangle attempt here. You can end up with an arm bar on the side. I mean, the cat ain't no Ace Rothstein. My cat's not scared of your voice anymore, Mike. Hey, well, that's good. Do they allow ground and pound? Under this rule set, no, grappling only. It's not combat jiu-jitsu. That'd be a fun one to watch too, though. And Paulo Maio on top in total control once again this round. I haven't seen him go for a lot of ankle locks, though. Pablo early was heavy with a lot of ankle and leg lock attacks. But Paulo using this leg to try to work his way in. Oh, and now Pablo's going for an ankle lock. Paulo's going to like this. Paulo gets in a better position every time Pablo goes for a leg lock. Paulo says, I'm just going to split your legs apart. He just manhandles him to get on top and looking for another arm triangle attempt here. See someone in side control. First thing I think is Darce choke. Yep. Yeah, just straight jiu-jitsu. But of course you got the walls of the pit that could come into play, as we've seen in the first match, definitely did with the flying triangle. Lethway plus combat jiu-jitsu would be the best, right? Oh yeah. That would be. Isn't that pretty much UFC 1 though? And Mayo looks like he's gonna end this round on top in the dominant position, but cannot get the submission.
Okay, good. I'm hungry, dude. Especially when you eat on air, you can hear it.
Well, we're about to hit 5 hours.
That's the thing now.
Thank you for staying us here for the broadcast.
Right, there's videos of people who want to see other people slurping and eat, and they get like
It's called a mukbang.
yeah, and it's like 14 million hits on every freaking video.
If you did a mukbang, you'll get.
That would be sick though. Yeah, Roofer versus Concrete, guys, and Lethway would be epic.
Living a weird time.
I don't let him in my lap anymore when you're on there, Mike. You scratch the hell out of you, Jim. Yeah, no surprises on the decision here.
Unanimous decision out of the red corner.
All right, so next up in pit submission, we got AJ Agazam and Peter Frank, P-I-T-E-R. Brazil versus U.S.
Montalvan, very tough competitor indeed, but let's get a word from Paulo. He's with Dean Thomas.
Paulo, dominant performance. But before I even get into the performance, your guard work, do you even have legs or are they just rubber bands that just dangle that no one can pass?
Yeah, nobody's passing that damn card of his.
My guard, so I could show up for that.
So your guard game was on, but it was really Usher that won this match. Was there anything that he did that surprised you?
I knew he's a great player. I know expecting he letting me pull all the rounds, but I get the job done.
How do you rate your performance?
6 out of 10.
You're being hard on yourself. It was still a dominant performance. We look forward to seeing you more here inside the pit. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner, Paul.
And say give himself a 6 out of 10. I'd give him an 8. I mean, he didn't get the submission, but that was very dominant. Today's highly trained fighting skills with the UFC 1 rule set. Oh, that'd be awesome. How embarrassing to go see my doctor with a hole from a claw. And my Inuyo what? And have to show her that. That didn't happen, did it, Jim? I hope not. If that happened and you still come here, I feel bad. You got a female doctor too, huh, Jim? Oh, that really, oh man, that stinks. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, no, I've asked for a female doctor, and I'll tell you, it's not the reason you might think it is. Most of the male doctors I've had, they forget all kinds of shit. They forget my scripts, they forget my appointments, and I'm not going there for advice. Generally, from the doctors or from the practitioners, I just want somebody that's going to be detailed and get the shit right. And from my experience, the women have been more on it than the men have. Left a red dot on it that won't go away. Oh, shit. That's horrible. I'm sure emergency room doctors have seen larger items stuck in muddier holes. All right, that is the pinned comment for a while with no context for anybody that comes in here. All right, Peter Frank, 39 years old, making his pit submission fighting debut out of Brazil. These guys, I think this is 175 and under. The jiu-jitsu weight here. Long as you don't pull a Richard Gere there, Jim. Nothing alive coming out of there will be good. Why is this guy coming out in jeans and a leather jacket? Now we gotta wait for, and basketball shoes. So now we gotta wait for him to take all this stuff off to fight. Like, stop wasting our time, dude.
Okay. Nunchucks? Oh, he almost hit the camera guy in the face. I love it. Excellent.
Oh, we got some kind of nunchuck performance going on here. I see. Dude, this guy gets nunchucks? That's not fair. He's definitely good with the nunchucks. Not sure this is how this is going to help his grappling game. I mean, it's fine. It's no Bruce Lee. It's no Nick Diaz. He's fine with the nunchucks. One dude's got nunchucks. One dude's got a skateboard. Please, please let them fight. Nunchucka versus skateboard. Screw the submissions. Oh yeah, he's going off with the nunchuck. Oh, he's much better with it. Looks much cooler with the one nunchuck. Oh yeah, he knows what's up. AJ Agazam putting on a nunchuck performance here before the submission match. I like it. Oh, should I know this guy AJ? He is a bad mofo. Plenty of Diddy victims. Forced to visit doctor without even knowing what violated them. Oh, dude, unfortunately. All right, AJ Agazarm versus Peter Frank. And Frank was the one going off with the jiu-jitsu there. And if you guys play dumb mobile games, I guess Karate Combat's got one you can download. But I don't know why anybody would play games on their mobile phone. I'd rather pull out an old Sega Game Gear than play games on my mobile phone. All right, definitely some showmanship between these two. A little kind of slap there from Peter Frank. I didn't know they were allowed to. I mean, just a little bit of an excuse there. Oh, and AJ just putting his hand right on the head of Peter. He says, oh, I know you got away with that slap, dude. Because he's going like he's going to grab his head, and he's kind of just giving a little slap. Nothing big, a little push there. Oh, this is all the kind of like ego crap that I used to see at judo tournaments. I love it. AJ continuing to push on Peter's head there. Peter will slap the shit out of you, AJ. And I don't think this referee's jumping in here. This referee's looking like he's about 450 pounds. It'll take him the rest of this round to make it across the ring. Oh, AJ's got the back. He's got the belly to back suplex. There, he landed it. Beautiful throw there. And Peter Frank going for the ankle lock. AJ Agazarm, he's basically got hooks on but he's also in an ankle lock. So this is interesting. This match right now, King James, this position kind of looks like something from a P. Diddy freak-off party, if you didn't know what you were looking at. Oh, look at that. A little head kick from AJ getting away with one. He's like, oh, I'm going to extend my foot up to try to get out of this, and I'm also going to sting you in the head a little bit. This guy's in jiu-jitsu match. We used to always have this stuff in judo where people were accidentally punching you and slapping you and kicking you. Oh, AJ Agazarm with another belly-to-back suplex. What a move. And Peter Frank going for that ankle lock once again. AJ's got to pay attention to this one. He looks a little trapped. Doesn't look like he's quite in trouble yet, but he's got to also figure out how to get out of this. Oh, he's laughing. He knows he's in no trouble. He's literally just laying down while Peter Frank tries to yank on his ankle. He's like, dude, you don't know how to do an ankle lock. And apparently Peter Frank must not. And now AJ gets the back. And pulls Peter Frank to the ground. And Frank going for that ankle lock once again. And AJ's up. Peter Frank on the attack. Not able to get a takedown there. 1 minute left in this round. So they are standing. Prize pool almost 5 million Chuck E. Cheese tokens. There's those slaps from Peter Frank. See, that's the little things you get away with. That I was just trying to get a grip there. Oh, and what a roll from Peter Frank. AJ Agazarm got the belly to back suplex position again. And Peter Frank knew exactly what to do. He did a front roll and grabs that ankle. AJ still seems to not be worried about this, though. Just not concerned whatsoever. He's going to roll out, trying to roll out of it now. And that was an interesting first round. I think I give it to AJ, but Peter Frank had some good moments here at the end of the round. And that's it for the first round. I'd go 10-9 AJ Agazarm, but it might not be unanimous. And these guys are kind of hilarious. I want to go to this in between rounds because both these fighters have got a great sense of humor.
Not Ninja, but his brother Shogun when he broke his arm.
Think man defense from AJ Agazarm. Again, he had another mat return that was good, and the next time he did find
that belly to back from AJ Agazarm was amazing. But probably my favorite move of that round was from Peter Frank when AJ got behind for the belly to back and he did that front roll. And it is a split on the judges. 2 of them gave it to AJ, 1 to Peter. If you're just coming in, open scoring here in Karate Combat. And the prize pool, I guess, is what they're fighting for. I'm assuming they're getting paid on top of that almost 4.9 million karate bucks. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure how many you need to get a PS5, but I'm guessing it's probably about 20 million. And AJ grabbing that single leg In jiu-jitsu only matches, you are allowed to go for those single and double legs. It's like jiu-jitsu is almost becoming like old school catch wrestling now. Oh, beautiful sweep there for AJ. Little Ochigari on the inside. And Peter Frank with that little slap again on the head. That referee's saying nothing. And a lot of back and forth here. The double leg attempt here for AJ Agazarm. Oh, Peter Frank almost pulled out a flying armbar there. He definitely went for it. AJ's got a guillotine on the wall here. This is going to significantly help his leverage for this guillotine attempt. I feel like he should be able to get this. With the position he has, with Peter Frank sitting on the wall like this. I see AJ trying to walk up the wall there. So just kick off of it. Grab that guillotine, and he tried it. He tried to do it. He wasn't able to get it, though, and Peter is out. I was going to say, when you got that guillotine, you're up on the fence, tighten it as much as you can, and then kick off and just, do a backwards jumping guillotine. And there's that suplex again from AJ. She did this on a smaller mat, too. Promote use of angled edge. Oh, and the backpack. AJ Agazarm has the backpack here. Oh, and look at the flip from Peter Frank. Beautiful throw. That was a textbook Ippon Seoinage. I'm always watching. When guys get the backpack, I'm always like, why doesn't someone throw the Ippon Seoinage there? And Peter Frank did it. And he's going for that. Oh, now he's going for the arm. I was going to say, why is he going for the leg again? Beautiful block on the left side there, though, from AJ Agazarm. Making sure that Peter Frank doesn't really have a chance at that arm. Now, when he's out of it, he could have been in a lot of trouble there if he wasn't aware. And he just straightened his leg out and blocked it. He's not worried about Peter Frank's heel hook attempts. Yeah, I agree, though, James. I don't know what you would do, though, because you're using the same pit. I'm not sure how you make it smaller for the submission events. I mean, there's one thing you could do. You could have it retractable like a roof or something, but that sounds very dangerous to me, because what if you're in the middle of a fight and they flick something and all of a sudden your ring retracts on you? It goes from being a grappling match to a part of a Saw movie. Peter Frank really ripping on that left ankle of AJ, but AJ's he's just not giving him anything on that. And now AJ Agazarm going for the heel hook. And Peter Frank showing no emotion on that. AJ's really digging on that, though, with 25 seconds left here in the second. And this might be a round apiece after one. Peter Frank had a lot of good moments in this round. Heel hook attempt at the end of the round there for AJ. I don't think it's going to be enough to give him the round, though. All right, going to a third and final. Will someone get the submission? I'm not sure if one of these guys is going to submit the other. They're both so technical. They're both so good defensively. Let's see that replay. There's that belly to back suplex there.
One hook in, wasn't able to get the second to really secure that back position.
That was bumped off. Oh, that was going to get bumped off.
Oh, yeah, and see, it wasn't a secure backpack, and that's one of the reasons he got flipped off there. Wasn't a JanSport backpack. That was one of those, like, Walmart brand backpacks. You poor kids growing up. Poor kids like me growing up. You know what I'm talking about. You know the $5 backpack your parents sent you with that ripped on the third day of school. That was the backpack going on right there. Just wasn't secure. And a little bit of showboating from both fighters here. Both of them grabbing each other's wrists. Oh, and the knee to the wrist there from Peter Frank to break. Apparently that's legal. AJ going back to the head games of pushing on Frank's on the front of his head. Now he goes for the single leg. Can he sweep the other foot out? Now, Peter Frank doing something here that the amateur eye may not see. But see how AJ's got the single leg. But Peter Frank, he's pushing his foot in between the legs of AJ and pushing up on it. This is keeping AJ at a distance, so AJ cannot get in to sweep that other foot out. And he's not going to be able to grab it from this position because he's got both arms wrapped around the right leg. Peter Frank's he's really protecting that left leg, and he breaks free. And AJ shooting once again, and Peter Frank just a simple sprawl, ends up on the other side, almost comes out with an arm. AJ is slippery though. They end up back and standing. But AJ Agazarm's got the belly to back suplex position again. Let's see if we can send him for a ride. Just thinking they could entice new methods by helping fighters use the angle edges since it's primarily on the ground. Yeah, maybe start him out in the corner every time or something. I like the idea of that. And there's a double leg from Peter Frank. If this goes to the decision, this could be a really close match. Oh, Frank's got the arm. That's it. Send it home. If AJ gets out of this, I will be very impressed. Oh, when he doesn't, Peter Frank just doesn't go for. I thought he had that there. He just couldn't get his legs wrapped around the shoulder. Makes me think that Peter Frank's best weapon might not be his arm bars. I feel like a lot of guys could have gotten that one. And here's a guillotine attempt for Peter. And AJ's free, back to standing with 2 minutes left in the round. And they're just pushing ahead, literally head to head, pushing each other's heads against each other. Another double leg attempt here for AJ Agazarm. Oh, and Peter Frank, look at that. Instead of fighting it, goes with it and grabs the arm. He's looking at a left side Kimura attempt here. And the way he's got his shoulders, he's got to roll just the right way or he's going to end up in an armbar. And somehow AJ gets out of that again. He is so slippery. He's been in some bad positions with Peter Frank where, I thought Peter had a great chance of getting the armbar twice, and somehow AJ escaped both times. Made that one look easy. Oh, there's that little roll again from Peter Frank. Oh, and look at the excruciating face on AJ Agazarm. Peter Frank really ranking on this Kimura attempt, that left side Kimura again. I don't think he's going to get this, but that didn't feel good. And AJ's out. AJ's got the belly to back position. Oh, and Peter uses the wall there. steps and jumps off it, unable to get a submission attempt out of it, but at least he tried to use it. 20 seconds left in this bout. We'll see if anybody goes for anything, takes any chances here. And AJ's going to push on the head of Peter Frank. Oh, and look at that. The jumping scissor attempt from Frank right before the bell, but not able to get anything going. Oh, I'm telling you, watching these jiu-jitsu only matches is really making me want to go back in competition, though. Because I'm pretty sure all the throws of judo are pretty much legal. They just allow you to be on the ground for longer. Robert says, agree. Yeah, no, that would be great. Oh, we might be going to sudden death here. That was a very close match. Boss still commentating? Yeah, Boss is here. You ever seen AJ versus Jake Styles match? An epic in its own right. Yeah, no, it was a fun match. You're right.
Some real stars starting to break out. Some fantastic debuts as well.
All right, I'm not sure which way this decision goes because AJ started out so well and Peter had so many good moments in the last couple rounds. All right, so AJ did hold on, but Peter Frank had a lot of good moments late on the last two rounds. Yeah, that was a great one, though, I rock. These guys obviously friendly with each other, playing around on the mat a little bit afterwards. So I wish they would have let him fight Nunchuck versus the skateboard. I think that would have been a great fight. And if skateboards had came around a little earlier, we might think of them as better weapons. I know some of you that grew up in some rougher places, I'm sure you've seen some people get hit with some skateboards. I know I can think of one fight, watching one fight as a kid of older kids fighting in particular, where one kid knocked a bunch of the other kids' teeth out with a skateboard. They were both significantly older than me, so I wasn't fighting either one of them. But the neighborhood kids got to watch, and it was, oh man. We thought it was going to be a great fight between these kids. One named Billy and one named Joey, but Joey just beat the shit out of Billy. Which I was fine with because I hated that Billy kid. Dude was always messing with the younger kids. Like he would try to get you to play or act like he was going to do something with you. And then he'd burn the other kids with his soldering iron, or he'd give them little cuts with razor blades. Yeah, he was kind of a sick fuck. Yeah, maybe we should do a flashback. I was looking at a lot of the fights they're putting on YouTube right now that people can watch along with on Fight Pass, on ESPN Plus, and thinking, hey, we need to maybe do some flashback events. I would love to go back and do, is it UFC 209? 229, it sounds like. Conor versus Khabib. I want to say that was UFC 229. All right, one more grappling match here. Rocha versus Sabino. Yeah, it was 229. It's one of the most watched events, if not the most watched live event we've ever had. like I said, one last grappling match here. Kalen Sabino, 28 years old, making his pit debut, weight class open weight. He weighed in at 224 pounds. He's 6'1". So instead of super heavyweight, they have an open weight here. I noticed heavyweight had been 205. And they may have both. I don't know. All right, here comes Wagner Rocha. Or Rocha, however you say that. I'd like to go to one of these karate combat events, though, because if you're watching, it's such an intimate event. Like, this is a real small arena. I like that. It's almost like a blood sport type feel. Wagner Rocha, 1-0, 42 years old, though. That's getting old for fighting. A little bit less than jiu-jitsu, though. Damn, Mike, you're buffering again. Was I buffering? Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. All right, here we go. Keep an eye on this, and I'll smack my computer if it starts buffering again. And quick takedown here from Rocha. Sabino on the bottom.
It doesn't take anything
No,
to
it
throw
takes
us
2
the
seconds. Subscribe to the channel, show some love.
And Rocha with the hand playing here. Little slaps on the ground. Playing a little mind games with Sabino. Puts his hand around the throat. That's a real power move, too. And you just take your hand and just put it on somebody's throat. Oh, Rocha looking for a heel hook here. And I know he knows how to finish these. Oh, but Sabino. Now Sabino going for a Rocha saying, you ain't got this. He's just laying here saying, I'm gonna take a little nap. And he's free. And they break free, and Rocha immediately ends up on top. Let's see if he's able to pass the guard of Sabino here, though. Other than infomercials popping up at the most inconvenient times, my reception's been fine. Oh, good deal. Yeah, I don't control when the ads come up, unfortunately, but at least I'm making a couple bucks off them now. Not a lot. And Rocha on top now, grinding the elbow, his elbow and forearm into the throat of Sabino. Oh, there's another power move. He put his hand right over the mouth of Kalen Sabino. That's some Dexter shit right there. That's some horror movie shit. Oh, Rocha looks like he's done some MMA. You can tell he just wants to pound on this guy. And little veteran move there. He's seen Sabino, his head coming up, like his face coming up. He just put his head down so Sabino would smack his head into it. Can't really say anything about that, though. But all these jiu-jitsu guys and judo guys where strikes aren't technically legal, a bunch of them have those little sneaky moves where, they get away with striking when there really is none. There's that hand over the mouth again from Rocha. And Sabino looking to throw up an armbar, but Rocha spinning around looking for a better position. Oh, Sabino grabs a quick heel hook there. He's got some room here. He's got some extension. Rocha's going to have to take this one seriously. It's a YouTube thing that I doubt you can do anything about. And it's like nonstop, just bad timing. Yeah, I hate ads, man. And Wagner Roca, he's got the back there, had the back for a moment. Sabino scrambles. Now Rocha in the dominant north-south position. Oh, he's got hooks, and he got the back there. What a beautiful move there from Wagner Rocha. And apparently you can still compete at 42 years old in jiu-jitsu. Of course, they are 205, so the bigger guys can usually go a little longer anyways. Oh, those are deep hooks for Rocha, and he's got about 40 seconds left to possibly finish this thing. Oh, and Rocha just making it look, he's faking like he's punching to the back of the head. Yeah, you can tell he really wants to be punching him. And he's got 15 seconds left to try to finish this. I'm pretty sure Wagner Rocha just reached down on the ground, rubbed a little blood on his finger, and shoved it in Sabino's eye. Or maybe just wiped it on his face. But Wagner Rocha, I mean, he is a nasty, nasty competitor.
And that's, you know, too many muscles.
Yeah, struggle to get back up the pit wall to answer this round.
Yeah, Carlin Sabino really gassing here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rocha get a submission this round. And Rocha seems to be doing just fine.
Sabino is trying to make it back into the pit.
So jiu-jitsu heavy fighting doesn't allow any strikes. No, not technically. I mean, it's just all jiu-jitsu, but they, like I said, in jiu-jitsu and judo, you figure out ways to get in your strikes. It's not as many, but there's a lot of things that can look like an accident. Oh, man, and Wagner Rocha is just running Sabino over to start this round. Like I said, I expect Rocha to have a couple chances to finish this fight this round, especially as tired as Keylon Sabino is. And Rocha immediately has the mount on the wall here. Let's see what he's going to go for. He's got that left wrist. I can't believe Keylon Sabino is so tired, because you would think in jiu-jitsu, like, he's going to be sparring so much. I don't know how you can get tired in 5-6 minutes. Not that tired. And Wagner Rocha talking to him the whole time. I think I got a pretty good idea of what he's saying. Oh, he's mock slapping him too. He's taking his hand like this, and he's just bringing it like an inch away from his face. Oh, I think he's got the armbar now. This is a good, well, no. I expect him to go the other direction. Maybe he's going to go with the rear naked choke now. I think Wagner Rocha is messing with him. I think he could have gotten the armbar there. I think Wagner's playing with his food right now. I'm pretty sure he could have most likely gotten that armbar. And he gave it up and went for a switch to the rear naked choke. And he's just spinning Keylon Sabino around. And I think he's just trying to embarrass him here. There's got to be something personal between these two guys. I mean, if there's not, Wagner Rocha is just a nasty, nasty dude. Because not only is he trying to defeat Keylon Sabino, he's definitely trying to embarrass him. Wagner always plays with his food. Dude, yeah, he is definitely playing with his food. And I can't lie, I'm not going to say it's not entertaining to see a guy this good. Oh, he got hooks in and then did that thing where he put his hand over his mouth. Now he moves to full mount. Oh, yeah, he's totally playing with his food. Seems like he can probably finish this fight at just about any time he wants. Might go for the arm triangle here from mount. I have a feeling he probably wants to see a third round, though. He's just having fun out here. Putting his hand over the mouth of Sabino again. Keylon Sabino's not having any fun. Dude looks miserable. He might tap from frustration here. And see, these little moves. Sabino just putting all his weight on that elbow. He can't elbow him, but he can put all his weight on there and just grind it into the side of his head. Does the angle border mat introduce more action than current jiu-jitsu norms? Yeah, once they get up to on the mat, it definitely can be used. Oh, he can take this arm home anytime he wants, and he's just going to fuck with Sabino. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Now he's holding his hand over his mouth. Wow. Wagner Rocha is... dude's a little demented, if you ask me. And now he's just going to twist this arm to the side. Obviously could get the submission. Seems like any time he wants. And he's just going to torture Keylon Sabino as long as he can. Sitting on him in full mount at the moment. Not even going for a submission at the moment. Oh, and see, that's... He's teasing him like he's not supposed to punch him, but he's taking his fist and he's going... and just pushing it up against him. And now he pushes off the chest. He's like, go ahead and get up. And Keylon Sabino's like, dude, fucking leave me alone. I want to go home. Keylon Sabino does not want to come out for a third round. You can tell he was like, dude, please submit me.
It's a 10-8 for sure. Probably not a 10-7 because there wasn't that many clean full submission attempts.
Keylon Sabino is about to jump on the bus and drive out of here. He does not want to see Wagner Rocha for a third round.
You can't say anything. Once you gas, but it's completely dead. Keep your head in the game, kid. You're doing a great job out there. It's not going to end well for you, but you're doing great. Next time, so talk. Yeah.
No Eyes forces me to ask questions viewers don't think to ask.
All three judges see it the same. 10-8 for round 2.
Just because of not that many clean submission attempts.
Well, now for Sabino, right, it's like, can I make it out of this without getting tapped?
All right, and here we go. Third and final. Sounds like he's doing older brother torture stuff. He is, and he's 42 years old. Dude's amazing. And he jumps the side control immediately to start the third here. Oh, yeah, it's totally that, like, I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him shit. If Wagner Rocha had a younger brother, I mean, he probably hates him. Rocha in dominant north-south, now back to side control. I have a feeling he's going to wait till there's about 1 minute left in this match, and then he's going to submit Keylon Sabino in any way he sees fit. Remember, this is the main event for the grappling here, so don't leave a mark. So mom and dad can't notice, right? Exactly. You had brothers, James. I can tell. At least one, huh? I didn't really get that relationship with my brother because I'm 9 years older than him. It was definitely a bigger brother relationship. And Rocha looking to pass the guard of Sabino, and he just falls straight into side control. Oh, and look at that. Moves to mount easily. And he's just laying on Sabino, holding his own arm over his throat, and now putting his hand on, oh my goodness, putting his hand on the mouth and his elbow on the mouth of Kalen Sabino. This is like almost worse than getting beat down in an MMA match. It's not much more comfortable than having somebody hold their hand over your mouth while you're trying to breathe. Especially when you're exhausted like Sabino is. So what do you think, Robert? Choke or armbar? Or leg lock? What's Sabino going to go with? So looking at an arm triangle here. And he might be trying to finish it here with 2 minutes left in the third. You think it'll go to a decision, huh? Well, Roach has had so many opportunities to finish this. Like, you gotta finish it. And there's so many times that I know he could have finished it, and he just grabs Sabino's legs and pulls him out from underneath him. Yeah, this is just a bowling match. I'm saying armbar. A minute and a half left. I still think Roach is going to pull out an armbar. Might depend on what Sabino gives him here. And now he's holding him down and mount. Coming down to a minute left, you might be right, Robert. He might carry him the distance. He's just leaning his elbows on his throat right now. He's going to push down on his head. I have a feeling he's looking to set up that armbar, I think. Oh, pushing down on his chin and jaw. Kalen Sabino, I'm going to guess he is going to be no friend of Wagner Rocha when this match is over. Oh, and he just jumped on his face. Just kind of jumped down and sat on his face. Is he going for a camel clutch here? 20 seconds left. He's going for the armbar now. Can Sabino fight it off? And there's the tap. Oh, he had him. He was going for an armbar. I didn't realize he had a triangle choke with the legs. That's how good Wagner Rocha is. He carried this kid till 20 seconds left. He's like, okay, now I'm going to submit you. Gets him in 2 submissions at once. Wagner Rocha. Wow, this guy's impressive. That was definitely crazy, Robert. That is a bad man. And I'm guessing Kalen Sabino is not going to want to give Wagner Rocha the time of day. Let's see if he shakes hands. I would not be a fan of Wagner Rocha if he just did that to me. All right, and they do have a little fist bump at the end. Rob, you should grasp how fights are playing out better than everyone else.
We was just kids on the mat in Miami.
Pretty good, yeah. I figured that Rocha was going to end it when he wanted to.
You guys don't know this is a legend right here.
And he did.
But who would have thought we'd be at this point where you are dominating in karate combat? I am still here and old. Hey, if you guys didn't notice, I wanted to torture that boy for 15 minutes. And look at the clock. I subbed him in the last 20 seconds. That's what I wanted, and that's what I came here and did today.
As he said, he wanted to torture him for 15 minutes, take him out in the last 20 seconds. That's what he did.
Like, my son was 15 years old. He beat him. And
Said
my
he was
son's
toying with him?
now and doing big things. And he's been on the internet talking about how he beat him. And
He beat his 15-year-old son. I knew it had to be personal.
Than he did to my 15-year-old son 3 years ago. So I'm like, man, if you get somebody to pay me to beat you up because you're a scrub, I'll go out there and beat you up. Karate Combat lived it up.
Wagner, you're still able to.
Yeah, I could tell that was personal. I didn't know what the story was behind it, but
I'm gonna keep doing this until some young buck that what I just did to him does to me. Then I'll say, all right, I'm done. I don't need to be here no more.
Well, you've been impressing us for years, man. What else?
I love it, Carney Combat. You guys know, you guys put me against a giant. You put me against a big mouth. You can put me against anybody in this room. I'm down and always ready.
We love to hear it.
And I would probably pick Wagner Rocha over anybody in that room. I don't see Gordon Ryan around anywhere, so. I don't see any of the biggest names in Jiu-Jitsu here.
Simultaneously is a love teddy bear and a bad motherfucker, and we thank him for that wonderful contest. A fantastic night of fights, inspiring performances, incredible submissions, wonderful knockouts.
I think Robin Black thinks he's on Broadway here. This is quite a performance for an MMA commentator. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone, for joining me tomorrow. Boxing. ESPN Plus. Then right after, that, we'll do UFC Fight Night, Royval versus Taira. Let me look at that time again here on the boxing match, though. Let's hear Boss Root and breaking it down a little here.
They're stepping up the endurance that these guys have.
Bivol and Beterbiev now says scheduled for 3:15.
And come back stronger.
Yeah, well, we've had a great night here in Salt Lake City. Thank you to them for hosting us.
I'd really like to see Chapman and Nicholson, though.
On that date. From myself, Josh Palmer,
So that'd be 4 fights.
Robert Black, Dean Thomas, King Apollo, Aaron the Speaker, rest of the crew. Thank you for joining us here in Utah, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, guys, we're going to shoot for 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, real men, send a message and teach those in need. Yeah, I understand. He freaking beat up his 15-year-old son and then was bragging about it on the internet. Now the whole thing makes sense. What an ass whooping. That was beautiful. Beautiful way to end the night. All right, guys. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.